313 of the China Show, the real China Show. Area code?
313. Shout out to Detroit, Motor City.
Excellent. Great cars from there.
If you are from Detroit, please leave a comment down below or in the chat.
Absolutely. All right, guys, we got a massive one today, so we're going to saunter right into it with what's new. By the way, we're talking about something, before we even get into that, guys, we're talking about something today that is just astronomical. It's something has come to light, which is going to change the course of China's history from this point onwards.
If you are here now, even if it's not live, you are here for an important episode. What's the opposite of clickbait?
Truth. Just truth.
Truth.
Yeah.
Trap.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Truth Trap. No, seriously, this is what you got on the label. You get in the package today. It's a big one.
So anyway, let's saunter right into what's new, where we talk about everything that's new, specifically with regards to China. We're going to show you some funny clips first. This very talented man playing the.
The guy can't even put up the balloons.
Yeah, it's hilarious. PLA should recruit this guy.
I know, he'd be the only
one who could hit the target. Yeah.
No tumbling bullets here.
Yeah. Pretty good. Wonder what he'll win. A live turtle, maybe. Duck.
Dude, so when you play these games, oftentimes you'll win a live animal, like a small rabbit, a turtle, and a keychain that's alive.
Yes. No.
It's not nice.
No, it's not nice. By the way, let's take a look at this. I don't know how desperate you are to take photos personally when you go on holiday. When you go on holiday, what's your priority when it comes to taking photos?
Oh, I was just gonna say my priority is usually to relax and see a lot of things. But I'll take photos.
Yeah.
Not if there's like people clamoring all over to take the same photo.
Well, I'm saying like, when you go on vacation, you go somewhere.
Yeah.
I think the photo taking part of it is just part of the package. It's not the primary reason.
No. It's like 1% of what I do.
Yeah. In China, it's the other way around. Taking the photo is more important than the trip itself.
Yeah, you could just leave after you take your photo.
Yeah, the whole point is to take the photo. It's not about actually enjoying the experience. Here is a great example of that. So you got people lining up. There's this nice spot to take a photo on this mountain.
Yeah.
I'll take the volume down a bit. And you can see they're fighting over the place to take the photo, the selfie. And actually getting into like physical altercations and throwing each other off this little mountain.
Cut out the actual like violent stuff so YouTube chill out.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's insane what they do.
Yeah. I always found it very interesting is I used to sit and watch when I'd go to the beach occasionally in Shenzhen, China, and at the beach you needed to have your passport to get onto the beach.
Welcome to Kong.
I made a video about it. You have to book. You have to like. I mean, look at these guys. It's like that's my photo spot.
What is this?
It's so silly.
WWE over here.
I like how they all have like hiking. Look at the queue, all to take.
That's
photos.
what I was going to ask you. But can you pause that when it shows the queue?
Yeah, if we get back to that.
And then you can tell your Shenzhen story. I want to ask you a hypothetical.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You can kind of see it there. Yeah. All right. So I used to go to the beach sometimes. And I'd sit there and it was the most interesting thing. Because I go to not just that beach, I go to many different ones. People would come to the beach. They would literally like bring a bunch of like instant noodles and stuff, eat it or whatever, go and stand and pretend to splash in the waves, pretend to like kick the water and take photos and run around and like, oh, look, there's a tree. Gee, oh, here's a rock or whatever. Take a bunch of photos and then leave. They didn't actually swim or spend time doing things on the beach. You know, of course, some people did, but the majority of people just went there for the photos and then left.
I'm going to defend some of their logic.
Okay.
Do you think it's a good idea to swim in China's oceans?
Maybe not. No. But you can't. You know what was really frustrating about the beaches is because, unfortunately, not a lot of Chinese people can swim. Yeah. Okay, so that's why everyone has life rings. If you ever go to the sea, they'll have life rings.
That's very relevant later.
Yeah. It's really kind of crazy because... if you try to swim as a foreigner who can swim, dude, you get like there'll be a guy will come out like with a whistle, like don't even swim, and they won't let you swim past 5 p.m.
Nope. I was a lifeguard, so I'm very comfortable jumping into water, right?
Yes.
So I jump into the lake, people would spaz, dude.
Of course.
Get out of the water, you're gonna die.
I know, it's insane. Anyway, that doesn't look like fun to me.
No, it doesn't.
This, on the other hand, is fun. All right. This is not one of the typical, here's a Chinese EV on fire, because it's not actually the the battery that's on fire.
But it is a Chinese EV on fire.
Yeah, it is a Chinese. I don't know what's going on or how it caught on fire, but it's on fire.
Sure.
Okay, so don't worry.
It's maybe a cigarette.
Who knows? But there's a lot of smoke inside as well. So it could have been a power bank. It could be anything. It could be the car itself.
Yeah.
But it's not the big battery, luckily.
No.
So,
Yes.
yes. Don't worry. Here comes a gallant security guard with a fire hydrant. He sees this. He's like, I'm going to take care of this.
Nice. And that's good.
Yeah. He's like, hell yeah. He's a SWAT. Yeah, he's SWAT.
Well, he should be called Slip.
He made himself fall. Because if you look at that, right, I'll go back. As he runs in spraying, he sprays on the ground his slippery mixture of fire retardant or whatever it is in that bottle, right?
He's a fire retardant.
Exactly. Take a look. Here he comes. He's like, yes. Whoosh, all over the floor.
He'd be called Slop.
Yeah. Anyway, you gotta like look at his dedication. You gotta applaud him.
I props to him for trying.
Yes, exactly.
Although he was just doing his job.
Sure.
Yeah, poorly.
Yeah. Anyway, he did manage to put it out because it wasn't the lithium-ion battery.
Otherwise, that wouldn't have happened.
He's like, hope
is
nobody
that
saw
really
that.
SWAT?
That's the thing.
That dude is Slop, dude. He's old.
A lot of these uniforms that you see, it says SWAT on it anyway. Even sometimes, like the security guards, they wear it and it says police on it or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a bit hard to tell sometimes.
Yeah.
This, on the other hand, just happened, I think it happened yesterday on Guangzhou. Now, Guangzhou is a first-tier city. It used to be called Canton.
I only watched 2 seconds of this, and you guys got to prep yourself.
So
take a deep breath.
Yeah, there's no reason for this.
Crazy.
But the metro system, the underground train system in Guangzhou is very packed. It's very busy.
Yeah. There's millions and millions of people.
Yeah,
take this thing.
And this dude wearing glasses here, he's like, okay, that's it. He just pulls out pepper spray. He just starts spraying.
It's a very
people.
weak one.
Yeah, but I mean,
and he's plugging his nose.
As if that's gonna help.
Everyone look at people's faces. They're like, what the?
Yeah, I mean, the heck?
These people are like, no, I got
that's him. That's him. Yeah, I think that's him.
He got himself most.
Yeah, exactly. He's like lying around because he sprayed himself.
What in the actual heck is happening?
It's pretty funny. I don't know what. I mean, maybe he just had a bit of a breakdown because, it gets so crowded.
For sure. You know what?
What? What?
Just like I'm examining this scenario. I would really want to come to China after something like that happened. What do you think?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Must be nice to live in a real country.
Yeah, true.
But you're right. You know what you should do is you should...
We love to have you! Come to China!
Wait, I think there's a better one.
We love to have you! Come to China!
Yes! We're so proud to unleash Uncle Justin.
Yes.
One of the greatest recent shills we've seen.
Indeed.
We have 3 new sound bites from him. We got another one too.
Oh,
right?
yeah, we do. I'll throw it in. I gotta go find it again. Hang on, it's all the way at the other side of this board. Here
so many food carts! So many food carts!
We love him. He's got the potential.
We'll have a whole thing about that at some point in the future. Anyway, so that happened in Guangzhou. I think it was yesterday, maybe the day before. But having been on the subway there,
me too. Yeah.
I always found the Guangzou subway to be a lot more like run down.
Do you know why? It's older.
Yeah, it's much older.
It's much older. It's one of the first ones.
Yeah.
So, that in Beijing.
Yeah. The Beijing one's terrible.
Yeah.
It's like squeaks and squeals all over the place.
If you have the Beijing pass, it's a little better.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right.
You guys know if you've been here.
Okay, slopaganda. This is where we talk about propaganda that is sloppy from China.
We found some brilliant stuff.
Okay, so we
finally.
We showed you Uncle Justin with his like, come to China. We'd love to have you. You know that guy.
We'd love to have you.
Well, I found like an account that basically has been promoting that type of thing.
Oh man, when you found this, I was like, thank you. We've been a little dry for a while.
Yeah. So I thought we'd just show you just a short one, guys, of another guy who's gone out to like tell you how amazing China's scenery is. Let's take a look.
Oh my God, I've never seen anything like this before. God, this is amazing. Hi, I'm Jonathan Barron, standing here on the castle in the sky, overlooking the Shendahu Lake, with 1,002 islands, is an incredible experience. You feel elevated, like you're in the sky.
That is so fake.
Yeah.
It's such an overlay. So what do they do? What's the trick? The camera trick?
Well, look, this is a beautiful spot.
Yeah.
Okay. The thing is, the way Chinese propaganda works is when they make these videos, they oversaturate stuff, and then they use kind of like a Photoshop trick to make things, they composite things together to make them look better than they actually do in real life.
Yeah.
So it is a beautiful spot. Here's a more honest picture, which was actually from a Chinese news website of the place. They built these glass structures. It's a very nice lake. It's got all these islands in it, but it's just this disingenuous, oh my God, I've never seen anything like this.
I love this. It's gonna. So that's living on, dude. That's living on.
There's something that you can't make up though. Is I'm like, okay, I want to look this place up.
Yeah.
Because you've seen lots of pictures, especially that hand thing. They use that in social media.
We actually haven't been here.
Yes,
this
is
one of the
one
rare
place.
places we haven't been.
So I'm like, I want to look it up on TripAdvisor.
Yeah.
Let's see if TripAdvisor had a thing. So, first I'm taking a look at some articles that have been posted.
Propaganda.
Yeah, this is actually from the Chinese media. Then I'm like, let's look on TripAdvisor. Okay. So let's go to the
Very
TripAdvisor.
That's the stock photo.
That's the picture that you could go look it up yourself.
So smoggy.
I know, it's obviously it has good days and it is a beautiful spot, but I didn't do this. I didn't make this up. I went to go look it up on TripAdvisor. That's the picture that came up.
Put it in the annoying smoky couples
No,
room?
I didn't. No, that's exactly how it came up. I'm not even joking.
That is, you can't make that.
Oh my God. I've never seen anything like this before. God, this is amazing.
This guy.
I know.
This guy rules.
Yeah, so we'll have more of those little snippets for you in the future, just because they're so funny.
Yes.
Time for IE adventures. Now, for those of you who don't know, IEs or aunties are the middle to late age.
Yes, the late age. That's where we're at.
So now they're in their 70s, basically. Okay, late 60s, early 70s, I'd say, around about. And they're this demographic in China that nobody really likes. The younger generation don't like them either because they're the leftover from the Red Guards, the Mao era.
Yeah, they're actually called the lost generation, meaning they lost all their morals. They lost all of their real place in life.
And most of them weren't educated because, they were torturing their teachers to death or whatever they were doing, So
it's like Pol Pot's Cambodia, right? They got rid of the intellectuals.
Yeah, so you get a lot of nasty sort of middle-aged to late-aged people.
And again, everyone in China agrees.
Yeah, it's not. That's not an unpopular opinion.
No.
Chinese people themselves say there is that saying that old people aren't bad. It's just that bad people got old. Yeah. Anyway, let's take a look at what they're doing this week in IE Adventures.
That's such a Red Guard thing to do.
Yeah.
That's something a child would do.
Just destroy all the pretty flowers.
Like a naughty boy.
Yes.
I hate flowers.
Yeah.
I don't like pretty stuff.
Yeah, it's like every flower, just ruin it.
Just because she can.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, Spitfire. Oh, bro, what are we looking at?
It's not.
This is not good.
This is not a romantic encounter. This is an IE.
Kind of romantic.
Yeah, but it's not. Okay, it's the IE and it's the uncle doing a spit fight. What's known as a spit fight.
They might as well just get it over with and start making out, bro. We don't want to see it, but just get it done.
Okay, and for those of you who don't know what's going on here, in China, you cannot get in trouble for spitting on someone. It's not considered assault. If you punch someone, physically punch them, you could get into trouble, and you probably will. Yeah. The other person will pretend to fall down and then get one compensation.
There's a quote outside a Chinese police station. Sometimes they'll put up like a propaganda notice.
Yep.
It's like a PSA, and it says, if you get in a fight, even if you win, you
lose. Yes. Right. So it's never a good idea to get into a physical altercation in China. And I'll tell you that, especially as a foreigner.
Yes, that's what to say.
Just stay away from getting into a physical fight. Obviously, if someone's life is in danger, step in and help. Yeah. That's the right thing to do. But I'm saying, like, if someone's giving you trouble at a bar or something, just don't do it.
You don't want to auto-warn here.
Yeah, exactly.
It happens. Like there's foreigners that end up in rivers.
There's foreigners that end up in jail and deported and all that. Yeah, and remember, being the first YouTuber in China, I had a large following of people that came to China because they watched my videos. And I got a lot of private messages and emails of people from people telling me their stories about how they got put in jail, how they were deported because they got into like a bar fight or whatever. It's bad.
Did you ever tell people to come to China?
Oh, yeah. Of course I did.
Yeah.
Like back in the day.
Yeah,
I said,
back in the early days.
We'd love to have you! Come to China!
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. I know you just want to use that all day.
I just love
Anyway, so the whole point here, guys, is You can spit on
The
someone.
worst pause.
I know.
This is the worst pause during your diatribe.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can spit on someone and
Yeah.
you won't be legally held
Yes.
responsible. So when
You heard
people
it
get
here
into
first.
when people get into arguments in China, they spit on each other because nothing's going to happen to them. It's gross, though.
How a Chad move would just be like this.
Dude, I'll tell you one thing though, like you could spread disease that way.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway, they spit themselves dry.
I
Basically,
think he likes it. I think he likes it.
It's possible. They just kind of gave up. Now, here's another IE thing. You got to watch out for grab hags. So if anything's ever offered for free, the IEs come in and they just destroy the place.
right.
Okay, so now they were free. This was a promotion for, I think it was they were making Bowser steamed buns.
Yep.
And they were giving away free buns as a promotion.
Yeah.
But they ran out just before this particular IE arrived. So now she's angry that she can't get her free Bowser. So she tries to like destroy the shop.
What am I looking at here?
Okay, this
She's
is
malnourished, too short.
yeah. Well, I mean, here's the thing: she's too old, and now in China, everything is facial recognition.
Yeah.
So this is a bit of a worry, by the way. It's not something that's very nice, but people think it's convenient. But you can pay with your face now, and like but it's not just buying stuff and entering buildings. It's now being used as like a secondary form of
ID.
like ID. So here you're at the ATM and you want to withdraw money or whatever. You put your PIN number in, but then you also need to scan your face. But she's too short, so her son has to lift her up.
Yeah.
You know, just so the thing can scan her face.
Everyone give her a thumbs up. Click
Yeah.
thumbs up if you haven't already.
Yes. All right, little segment we like to call Neng Pian Jiao Pian, which means if you can cheat, then cheat. It's a well-known saying in China. Unfortunately, everybody's on their guard all the time when you go shopping at the market, anything like that. That's why, you'll find a lot of people have this propensity to try to bargain for everything.
Yeah.
But you can't walk into a Walmart and say, give me a lower price.
Yeah.
But my parents-in-law have tried to do that
Yes.
because they're used to that. Because in China, the merchant, whoever's trying to sell you something, is not going to give you a fair price first. They're first going to try to cheat you and like fleece you, right? Anyway, we'll show you a couple of these Neng Pian Jiao Pian situations in China. This is on the government level, really.
Yeah. Cheating the people's lives.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing.
咸
a lot
湖
of
的领导，你是咋想的？
You turn it down a little.
Yeah, so basically, a lot of Chinese people can't swim.
Yeah.
I know this is a weird thing to say, and a lot of people might think that's not true, but it is actually true.
Yeah.
When I was in China, I was shocked at the amount of people that couldn't swim.
Same.
And I'm just pulling this out of there, but my estimates would be somewhere between probably 60 to 80% of people can't swim. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
Whether that's true or not, I can't, don't hold me to it. But from everybody I met.
What's your source on that, by the way?
Oh, my source is
Yeah.
actually experience. But
Well,
okay.
my
I'll-
Source is that I made it the up.
Oh, anyway. No, quite seriously though.
Did
So I
you just
used to-
Chip Chua?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
No. I had a lot of experience teaching different demographics. When I taught kindergarten, I taught middle school, I taught high school, then I taught like business, normal office type situations, government officials, doctors. And through every single one of these different demographics, so different age groups, and don't forget I was in a migrant city, so you got people from all over the country. So it's not like a regional thing. One of the things I would always ask, because I was curious, was I'd sit in a class, I'd say, and you'd have like 60 people in this class. You'd say, how many of you can swim? And you might get 3 hands in 60.
Yeah.
Okay, and I saw that throughout all the
No,
different
I can corroborate
demographics.
that. Yeah.
So anyways, there are a lot of drownings in China. People can't swim. It's not a thing that people learn in school. It's not something that's normal. In the rural countryside, people that if they live near like a lake or a pond, they'll learn to swim. But, the whole point of this is that it's a big problem in China. So having a lifesaver near a body of water is a good idea. But it's one of those things where the government's like, okay, we have to put one up there, but we don't want people stealing it, so we're going to wire it to the pole.
Because people will
Huh?
steal it.
Yeah,
我就
the
问你，
IEs will take.
Like within
你是
minutes.
怎么想的
Sure.？
你如果真的发生危险了，
This guy's
你
voice
多长
is
时
a
间能把它解
cartoon.
开？你告诉我。如果真的有人落水了，你能用多长时间把它解开？
Yeah, well, I mean, he's
If
basically
someone,
saying,
if
yeah.
someone actually needs it, how are you going to get this
Yeah,
out?
if there is an emergency, what are you going to do?
你是怕它 被人偷了吗？
Are you worried that people are going to steal it?
Yeah. So he just said what we said, basically. It's not only one, though. There's another one down there at the sign.
Let's see.
这个也一样。你是怕它被人偷了吗？
Are you scared people
告
are
诉
going to steal
我，
it?
多长时间能解开它？
All right, so
如果有人
two
落
of them.
水，
Yeah.
Completely inaccessible.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So, if someone's in the lake, if you're lucky, you'll rip the sign out with that thing and then throw
Again,
it
that's
at
a
metal
river.
sign.
You have a really
Whatever.
hard time with bodies of water.
You know what I'm saying? Because I like to tell people to jump in a lake.
Yeah, I
So-
gotcha. Everything's a lake to you.
Yes.
你用多长时间能解开它？
How long would it take you to get it off? He
Yeah.
said.
是
The thing looks terrible quality, by the way.
Oh, yeah. But hey, it's there.
Yeah, true.
So anyway, we're going back to the whole Nungpian Jiupian. Now, there's this horrible situation in China. We're going to show you a clip in a minute, but we wanted to tell you why it happens. So here you've got another IE. So it's kind of an IE adventure and a Nungpian Jiupian together. Now, watch what she does. She throws her bucket down and then pretends to fall down. It's like part of her technique. I mean, the guy is even laughing, but you see,
She's had a lot of practice.
yeah, this is called a broken vase scam, or broken vase, as you might
Vase.
say. Did you say vase?
Base, yeah.
Okay, like Vaseline.
No, we don't say that.
Okay, just checking.
Put it
But
on your
basically,
face.
yeah, with the vase on your face. But basically, this is an insurance scam.
Yeah.
Equivalent. What they'll do is pretend to be hurt.
Yeah.
Now the
Extortion. It's extortion.
Yeah, it's extortion because the problem is they're not trying to hide it from the victim. If nobody saw this happen, luckily there was a camera here.
Yeah.
If nobody saw this happen, it would be her word against his.
Yeah.
And all she needs to do is scream and make a noise on the road, and then basically the guy will either pay her right then and there to be like,
Usually.
please leave, or the authorities get involved and families get involved, and then now this guy has to pay for her medical expenses for the rest of her life, that kind of thing.
She's going to win a Temu Oscar.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so that's what leads, unfortunately, to the current. You see, now he just has to sit there and pull out his phone. This is going to take hours to resolve.
For sure.
So here's a clip that's just been going around in the past week or so. It's heartbreaking, and again, this woman legitimately needs help. She's fallen down, okay, because she's old.
YouTube chill out.
Yeah,
Is coherent.
yeah, she's fine. So she's fallen down, and these guys here are too afraid to actually help her up, right? So you've got the guy over there, and he's basically saying, do you have family or someone that we can call to?
Can you get up?
Yeah.
He said, do you remember your family's phone number?
Yeah.
So they can help call, right?
Yeah.
Just too scared to pick her up.
Yeah, these guys are too afraid to touch her.
Told her he's filming.
Yeah.
So she knows not to scam.
Yeah, that's unfortunately.
Are you hurt? Fell down. Is there somewhere in your body that hurts? Can you get your leg up?
Anyway, so
Yeah,
it just
so-
goes on and on. But as you can see, it's heartbreaking that this kind of thing happens in China. But this is now the default. If somebody's in need, especially an elderly person, nobody helps.
No. We watched that one clip of the people literally climbing over the old man.
Yeah. And here's the thing. It's inexcusable. Okay. Personally, doesn't matter what your motivations are. I could never excuse somebody not helping
Gotta
someone
help.
in need,
Just
right?
gotta help. Gotta pick up the bike.
But here, we showed you one clip. Now here's another clip that'll just like really hammer it home as to why people don't help. Okay, because here you've got a similar situation. This woman is there.
肯定怕讹我啊。那还需要我帮忙吗？
So he says, do you want me to help?
还需要我帮忙吗？不用了啊。
So it's like she wants. She says, please help me.
我肯定怕你讹我啊，我肯定要录像啊。
So he's like, okay, I'm going to help you, but I'm recording this.
那就不帮。
So then she says,
Said, don't
不要录.
record.
She says, don't record.
He said that I'm not
Then
gonna
I'm
help.
not going to help you.
帮你喽。好嘞。
And then she got up and... So you see, that's the problem.
Yeah,
She was...
Must be nice, honestly.
Must be nice to live in a real country.
So the guy, as you saw there, wanted to help, And he's like, I'm going to help you. You want help? Yes. Okay, but I'm going to record. Then she's like, don't record. Then I'm not going to help you. And then she's like, okay, and gets up and walks off.
It's not worth her time.
So, I mean, that's the thing. She was ready to scam him. She was ready to ruin this guy's life and claim money from him for helping her. So it's such a punch in the gut.
It is.
Because if you want to help someone in need and you only get punished for it, then why do it? And so unfortunately, that's led to this terrible situation in China where there are no good Samaritans. No. You know, and now you guys can maybe understand why. Yeah. Sometimes you just have to see it to understand it.
Yeah, for sure.
这不自己起来了吗？
She got that.
还好我没扶他。吓死人了。
Rise from your grave.
Oh.
Personally, I will put things in the fridge. I completely forget about them. And I get them out and they're old or moldy or something. I have to throw them away.
It's Mediocre Observations with your host, King Ramses II.
Nice. Is he going to talk about robots today? Roberts, we should
Yes,
say.
absolutely. So, you know, here's a little thing. China loves to beta test technology on its populace.
It does.
And by that, I mean technologies that are not safe, not tested yet. They like to just put them out there in public to see how they work. So, for instance, I don't know, a driverless bus or something. They'll just put it out there. If it runs over a bunch of people,
Trackless
the
train.
trackless train. Yeah, that kind of thing.
I find it ironic that they do this because at the same time, they're trying to run this propaganda campaign to say that they're dominating the world in robotics. But every robot fails. And people sneak the clips out of China. I mean, they try to block them and sue them and stuff, but they get out.
Yeah.
And it's a net negative when people like us get a hold of them.
So,
But it's a net positive because the Western media tends to run with the fact that China's dominating the future. So
remember this whole idea of like an autonomous driving like delivery vehicle.
yeah.
So, you know, China desperately needs jobs right now, and specifically delivery drivers, like the last
people.
It's the last bastion of like hope for most people. So China decides, no, you know what, we're going to just develop,
take away that
let's take that away. Let's just make autonomous delivery vehicles.
And that is autonomous.
Yeah, let's see how that's been working out for them. So, where do you think it's going to go?
I actually don't know. I haven't seen this.
I mean,
of all directions.
I know. Why would it go in the hole? Also, by the way, you can see that these are not some high-tech mobile. It's literally
it's like
an empty
fridge.
It's an empty container that just holds the packages from the delivery depot.
Dude, that is garbage.
It's just trash.
And that's really quite cool.
It is, Barrett. It is.
Yes.
Of all things.
I know. Why would it go in there?
I thought it has cameras and stuff.
Yeah, it's very bad. Like, all of its detection stuff is very bad. We've seen that, man. Remember, it drove over a dog last time? Look at this one. This one is going the wrong way, head on into traffic.
It's vulgar as well.
I think that is pretty cool.
Dude, how dangerous is this stuff?
Imagine, dude, there's tens of millions of these now.
Yes.
This one.
It's almost run over this bike.
How dare you say that?
Oh my God! I've never seen anything like this before. God, this is amazing.
Like, what the heck?
And that's really great from an energy efficient point of view.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Idling your diesel truck because you have to wait for this robber.
I mean, the fact that it goes the wrong side of the road, you know. They have a water pipe here, and it's trying to like, drive
It's
over.
a murderer. So he says, wait.
So one thing I want to say is we've seen multiple times where these things come into an obstruction, like a little gate or like this pipe or whatever it is. But instead of the default being a safe thing where it shuts down, it forces itself through. That's why it's run over people. That's why it's run over dogs. That's why it's crashed through gates. These things. They're programmed not for safety.
No.
They're programmed to get to their destination.
No matter what.
Yeah, which is bad.
Yes. How many kids have they run over?
I don't know. I only know of one that was reported where it ran over a kid, but I don't know how many have been run over because it's got to be a lot by now. The fact that we've seen it run over dogs and whatever. You know what
Our
I mean?
audience spazzed about that last time.
Oh, really?
We censored it.
Yeah, we did. We censored it. Let's see.
干活一个气啊！你这傻不弄，压呗压呗压呗。
Surely it should
你
stop,
仔细想
right?
想，看见了吗？
What if
And that's really
Yeah.
quite cool.
That's a torso.
Yes.
Oh, it's ripping.
Now, I think that is pretty cool.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
先天性身控症就係隨時隨地都會身控制自己做緊乜都唔知。
Oh my God! I've never seen anything like this before.
He's like,
God, this is amazing.
Yeah. What is he doing in the bike lane anyway?
咩嚟啊？我仔今日喺廣州出嚟，我跟住嗰只係咁先。
And that's really great from an energy efficient
Yeah,
point
because it
of
just
view.
sits there. Ah.
No! Dude, they are rogue.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for these kids that are so pumped to see these robots. And they get the shit beat out of them.
Well, that's the problem because they're not robots, they're toys,
they're
and they've
just
got
toys.
routines. You press
That
a
makes
button.
it worse because
Yeah.
that means some dude's going, I want to kick this kid's ass.
Yeah, well, I mean, here's the thing. Once you set it to do
Yeah.
the Kung Fu Punch routine,
Yeah.
it just does it till it's done.
Sure.
It starts, as a little program goes from A to B, like logo, you know.
no
you
matter
make
what.
that
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
we're using like 1970s technology.
Dude, it's such nonsense. People think it's AI or
It's
something.
like punch card computer level
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly. So it's just following a routine. 3 punches, turn around, 2 kicks, whatever.
Doesn't matter if there's a
Doesn't
kid
matter
there.
if something gets in the way. It can't stop.
It doesn't know.
No, it just continues.
It's like those autonomous vehicles.
Yeah. Kind of want to see that again, though.
Yeah, it's-
I don't know why. Just like it's just for some reason, you know.
And that's
these
really
rockets
great
are
from an energy efficient point of view.
Let's see one more time.
Hold me back, bro.
Yeah.
Hold me back.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
Oh, poor kid.
I do feel bad for the kids because they're so excited to see these Roberts.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel bad. It is funny.
Fuck you! 你唔好再咁壞啊！Fuck you too! Fuck you!
Travis living in the future.
Yeah.
Oh, this is very dirty.
Go back, Ramses.
Yeah, back to where you came from.
Well, so this is crazy. So
Yeah.
this actually happened March 29th. We wouldn't
Yeah.
normally show you something this old.
Yeah.
But wait till you see the scale of this. The reason you guys didn't see it and we didn't know about it until now is someone just leaked it now.
Yeah.
The Chinese government wiped this video off the internet. You
Yeah.
gotta see this.
Yeah.
This is in the middle of the capital of Shanxi.
Yeah. So there was this massive fire, and they've been censoring it so well that nobody knew about it.
Yeah.
I mean, take a look at that. That's an entire building on fire.
crazy.
Yeah.
And you think being in a capital city, you're gonna hear about a skyscraper that completely burned.
Yeah.
The whole
Nope.
thing.
Nope. It's
Wiped.
just coming to light now.
Yeah. This is the new airports in Kunming, China, a big tourist destination. So when you go to China, you can expect good quality infrastructure.
Well, there's lots of new buildings. They're just not built very well.
They're worse than the old ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
All the new stuff's bad. Imagine going there. Like, you wouldn't want to get on the plane if the airport's falling apart, especially on one of those C-330 jets or whatever.
Oh yeah. Don't
Made
get
up-
on a Chinese plane.
Dude, you go in there, imagine you walk in there like, wow, this is a new airport. You get poured on because the roof is falling apart.
Yeah.
And you get on a Chinese jet and you watch an old lady throw coins into the engine.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a good idea. By the way, those Chinese jets are made pretty much all the foreign parts anyway.
Are
It's
they?
like Lego. You know what I mean? They got just
Yeah.
like, you know, just random Boeing bits and these bits and engines from that and whatever.
It's true.
Yeah. Okay, guys, we have a word before we continue, before we
do.
get into the meat and potatoes of this episode. All right. So we're going to talk to you about AG1 for a second, which is awesome.
Probably our favorite thing in the world.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. AG1, a sponsor for a very long
It's our favorite like dietary thing, maybe.
it's our favorite thing that helps us stay healthy.
Yes,
That's what I should say.
Yes. I got a couple things in the world a little bit better, a little more favorite to me.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I should specify. All right. We love AG1.
Yeah.
It's the easiest thing to do. You put a spoonful of it in the morning in some cold water. You drink it. There's a bunch of flavors now.
Yep.
It's helped us immensely.
Big time.
How's that helped you?
Well, first of all, this is kind of weird, but when I have a glass of that, I don't feel hungry. So I don't like snack or eat other junk.
Yeah.
So it helps from that point of view, but it also makes me feel healthier.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, I mean, it covers all your nutritional bases.
Yeah.
Right. As the days get warmer and spring turns into summer, our routine tends to get a little less predictable. Later nights, more travel, long weekends, and spontaneous plans. Ain't that the truth?
Yep.
That's one reason that we trust AG1 as part of our daily health routine. AG1 makes it simple to get foundational support in one scoop with 75 plus ingredients that help support energy production, gut health, immune health, and healthy brain and mood. For me, it's that easy. It's the easiest daily step to feel consistent, right? I'm assuming for you as well.
Sure.
When everything else on the calendar is shifting. AG1 Next Gen is also backed by 4 clinical trials and is clinically shown to help fill common nutrient gaps, improve key nutrient levels within 3 months, and enrich the gut microbiome. Plus, it's NSF certified for sports. So I know the quality standards are very high. Just mix 1 scoop with 8 to 12 ounces of cold water, and you're all set. Visit drinkag1.com/ADV to get an AG1 flavor sampler and a bottle of vitamin D3 plus K2 free in your welcome kit with your first AG1 subscription. That's a $72 value.
Yep.
That's drinkag1.com/ADV. And don't forget, when you're doing that, you're also helping us out too.
100%.
Yeah.
Thank you to AG1 for sponsoring this video. And now back to the show, and it's time for Bollard Report.
Oh, I love Bollard
Me
Report.
too. We got an interesting one today.
We do have to give a disclaimer before the Bollard Report today. I love this prolonged ad. This is great. drinkag1.com/ADV.
Bollard. Bollard.
Bollard Report today. We have to throw something grim in here before we get into the lighter stuff. 'Cause
Yeah,
we can't show
Chengdu.
it. So in Chengdu, a Chengdude, a man, did a Revenge on Society attack.
Today, the 1st of May.
Today. And we cannot show, even if we censored it, we cannot show the footage. It's like bowling. It's absolutely disgusting. The guy purposefully drove through a crowd of pedestrians. They fly all over the place. It's grim. It's horrible. And he did it on purpose. Gets out of the car when he gets caught, and he was brandishing a knife.
Yep.
Tried to kill as many people as possible. This is the problem in China. Society's unraveling.
Yeah, Revenge Against Society attacks. I mean, I shared it on Twitter/X or whatever. But it is horrible because the guy waits for a bunch of people to cross on a
purpose.
zebra crossing and then just rams through them, sends them flying. People are saying at least 10 people dead from it, at least. But it happens almost daily now in China. It's a very big, serious problem. I made a whole video about it on the Serpents Today channel.
Yeah.
I call it China's murder season because it seems to ramp up every year.
Yeah.
And then you just have them almost back to back. And it's been happening. It's disgusting. But that's why there's so many bollards.
Yeah.
Okay, it's to try and prevent this from happening.
Government mandate. Right?
Yeah. So in Bollard Report, we show you a couple of little traffic accidents and so on. So let's take a look. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yes. This is just an interesting one. I was kind of curious.
Look to the left.
Yeah. How would you feel if you saw that?
Look at this.
Yes.
Roberts and Bollards. They had to get the Robert. And notice how he's using a remote control.
Yeah.
Always remember this, guys. I know we speak about this till we get long in the tooth, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But the Roberts, the robots, are remote control toys.
Yes,
They're
they are.
not autonomous. So obviously he has to guide it through those Bollards.
Yes.
That
Isn't that
Roberts.
an efficient way of... I mean, why doesn't he just put on the uniform and do the job?
I know.
You know what I mean?
It's redundant.
Yes. Now, here's a situation where they could have used more bollards.
Yes. Should have had a lot more Bollards in this situation. This car drove straight into the wet market.
Yes. By the way, this is where people, in general, will get their food every day. They go to wet markets like this. Non-refrigerated meats and random vegetables of unknown origins, just lying around there on tables, and you go buy it.
Yeah.
This is why there's no way that China has a food safety standard, because you could never
is no
tell. You
standard.
can't tell where any of this stuff comes from.
It's usually bad.
Yeah, it's like the IE's growing them on the side of an industrial estate.
With sewage.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you never know, right? You never know. Anyway, this guy flew right in there. I guess he wanted to get his early meat.
Early meat.
You know,
is
he's
that
like,
a thing?
Yeah, he's like, get it before everyone's fingered it, you know?
This is cool.
You know they do that. No, I'm being
This is not
serious.
good.
That's you. That's you. That's all on you.
That's you.
Yeah.
That's you.
Anyways, kind of wanted his early meat.
Yeah, check this out. This is in Guangxi the other day.
Yeah.
There's a landslide.
Yeah, it's just lucky.
Look
So
at those boulders come down.
it's
Oh
insane.
man, it whaled that truck. I don't think anyone was in there.
No one
thankfully.
was in the truck.
But man, windshield wipers go on. But check that. Check out this.
Yep.
Look at the boulders are just enormous. You can't tell when they're rolling down,
Yeah.
but
That's
they
insane.
are huge. I mean, they'll crush anything.
Yeah, I don't think a bollard would have stopped that, to be honest.
No, bollards are not going to come in handy there. Those are the bollards in a
Yes.
way. Bollards.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that didn't work very well. Yeah. Okay. So we get the idea.
You get the, yeah.
Yeah.
Just, let me check it out. Well, this guy threw a cigarette at the guy and then got sprayed in the water. Not very happy. Almost got choked out by his own. Should have learned a little car jitsu there.
Yeah, maybe he should have.
He's squaring up for a fight. Check out this.
No, this is a real fight.
This is a real.
They obviously have a
chicken.
beef, these two.
A real is a game of chicken, right?
Yeah.
Or they have beef. So she goes down. She goes to look back at and just be like, "Did I get it?" Bam.
Oh,
Both of them.
Yes.
Both of them down.
That's what you deserve.
Did she pull out her phone right away?
Yeah,
Come on.
that's what you do.
Is that your first instinct? We saw a video the other day while you watched this
Yeah.
of a guy crash very badly because he
Yes.
wasn't looking because he was on his phone on
Yes.
a bicycle
Yeah.
in China. And then he kept playing on his
Kept
phone.
playing on his phone. He like smashed into his bike. He's lying on the ground. And he continued on. It's getting bad.
So there's this guy squatting down, admiring this horrific scenery, but he didn't put his car in park.
And he's like, wait, that looks familiar. Oh,
He's like, wait, is that mine? Is that my car? But I parked.
yeah.
He's like, what the heck?
Oops. Yeah.
Check this out.
This. Oh wow.
Dude.
How epic is that?
Sick.
Yeah.
I
mean,
love that.
Ballard.
sacrifice the car. Just enjoy that moment. You
I
know?
want that
Oh,
so
I'm
bad,
only-
don't you?
Yeah, for sure. So before we get into the main topic now, here's just a quick look at the tofu dreg situation in China. By the way, see how the outside is styrofoam basically?
所有的窗户全在保温层外边，完了稍微斜一点，这是空的。现在这个窗户整个都飘在外面的保温层上了。换窗户啊，真得找一个靠谱的。这个之前安窗户的，真是一点知识常。
If you're not following along with the subtitles, basically what's happening here is the window has not been attached to the actual concrete structure of the building. It's been attached to the insulation layer on the outside.
Oh.
Kind of like that foam stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you were to run up against that window, it would just break out.
都没有，直接把窗户做到保温层上。我现在极度怀疑它一个胀钉都没打到墙上。
And they need it
现在
up
那
on
个
our
窗户
show.
只靠胶去做
Yeah,
固定。
yeah,
你说这样的
it's true.
窗安完，谁家敢用？
Yeah. Anyway, that kind of leads into soft power
Does.
hour. There is a graph right now. This.
Yeah, let's absorb this.
This is a horror show for the Chinese government.
It actually gives me chills. This is going to change everything forever.
Yeah. So let's talk about what this graph is showing here. This is showing the real estate residential property prices.
Yeah.
Starts from 2005 and goes all the way up until now. Okay, I'll get us out of there for a second so everybody can see it in its entirety. So the China miracle, the China boom, one could say, started around 2005 in earnest. This economic miracle that saw
started in the 90s, but in earnest. In
I'm saying like when China suddenly started to rise to power. Remember, this is before the Beijing Olympics.
Yeah.
China wasn't really on the radar before this time. Now, that's weird because that's exactly when I moved to China.
Yeah.
It was end of 2005, early 2006 is when I ended up in China on my business trip and all that. So it's pretty much from when I got to China, and then I left all the way in 2019, which is at that first top spike before the other post-COVID spike over there. So I was there during this entire boom and seeing the property prices go crazy. And during that time, I legitimately could not understand why it was so expensive. Why I could pay maybe, let's say, 3,000 RMB rent for a nice apartment, But if I were to buy that
$500.
apartment, if I were to buy that apartment, the mortgage would be 20,000 RMB, which is exponentially more, because usually
3 or 4 grand.
Yeah, exactly. Usually that balances out. Like if you rent a place, if you buy it here in the States, the mortgage is about the same as the rent.
Yeah,
it's pretty much the same.
Thereabouts, yeah.
Maybe a little more,
Yeah.
but it's pretty equal. But in China, the mortgage is like 5, 10, 15 times what you pay for rent for the same place.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So I never really could understand it. And we went through this crazy period where nobody could invest in anything else.
Yeah.
Okay. The stock market crashed in China. They tried it. Nobody trusted it anymore. People still play it, but it's not their main form of investment.
No, it's more like a hobby.
It's illegal to invest in things like Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in China. You've got problems with trying to invest in gold and that type of thing.
And capital flight.
Yeah,
They try to stop people from investing abroad.
Yeah, so you're not allowed to invest abroad. You're not allowed to take out US dollars or even buy US dollars and stuff. There's
hard
limits.
now.
It's very difficult. So the only investment that the average Chinese person has is real estate.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's always been, as you can see, has pretty much always been on the up.
So 70% of household wealth, right, is tied up in real estate.
Yes.
In China. It's the primary driver of people's life savings.
Yes, so everybody.
Yeah.
Every family. And it's generational. So it's usually something like 3 generations of a family.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like it's insane. The cost of these apartments, which you don't own it, by the way, it's on leased land.
Yeah.
It's concrete box in the sky. It's something like 30 times the annual income of a person, type thing. They're so expensive. The only way to put a deposit down is to ask your grandparents and your parents and everyone to pull their money together. And then you put all your money into buying this apartment, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're seeing from this graph, if it's not clear to all of you guys, is that 20 years of growth in the real estate market has been wiped out.
20 years of people's life savings is gone.
Yes, because
gone.
Here's the thing. When you buy one of these properties and you basically throw down a mortgage.
It's your nest egg.
Yeah, you're paying this mortgage off. Now you're paying on a mortgage on something that you paid like $1 million for, but now it's only worth whatever, 100,000. But you're still paying the mortgage on $1 million. So you're still sunk in, you're underwater.
I know a person who paid $600,000 for their apartment.
Yeah.
It is worth $60,000 now.
Yeah.
It's worthless.
Exactly. And here's the thing, even if you've paid off your mortgage, it's kind of worse in a way, isn't it? Because you threw all this money down, like you threw down, say, $600,000. Now it's worth 60.
Yeah.
And that's all it is. If you try to get your money back, try to sell your apartment, you get 60 back. You've lost all that money. So this is not a thing about like, hard
on your luck.
Yeah. This is everybody's life savings.
Yeah.
70% of Chinese people's wealth is tied up in this. 70% of Chinese people have lost all of their life savings value. Gone.
Yeah.
It's kind of like if we went to put say you put $100 in the bank.
Yeah.
And then suddenly it's worth 10.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Yes.
It's gone.
It's crazy because this has so many more effects, which we'll get into. It's not just real estate.
No.
This has, I hate to say this, it has real implications on the very near future of the entire country.
Yes.
It's
so
bad.
Now we have to first talk about speculation. In 2016, we started to see these articles coming out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and we remember we talked about it on ADV China, when we were riding around on our bikes and stuff. But there was this crazy phenomenon of Chinese people getting divorced on paper just so that they could buy more properties.
That's right.
And that was the only way to make money. And there was this kind of greedy grab where people would buy a property before it was even developed, before they even saw it. They didn't care what side of the building it was on, what it would be. They were just buying them in certain areas. Rich Chinese people bought countless properties, whatever they could afford, right?
Yeah.
The average middle-class Chinese family would buy more than one because it's speculation, okay? Because that's what you do. You invest your money because you can always sell it again and it'll be for a higher price. You'll make money. So there was this massive debt grab. Everybody took out mortgages. A couple of years later, Beijing tried to end, and they did finally end, the practice of faking divorce to be able to buy additional homes. Because the whole point is like if you were married, you'd have to pay more percentage down for a second home. But if you were single, you could pretend it's your first home and then you could pay less percentage down, okay, in order to get it. So there's this whole like loophole that was being taken advantage of to buy more. So what you ended up with is this phenomenon of ghost cities. I'm sure you remember the whole ghost city.
I'm very aware.
You're very familiar.
Yeah.
You're probably one of the few people who I can actually trust knows about it because you were there with me.
Yes.
And many of the times we visited these ghost cities around China. So because everybody was speculating, and it was there's us when we were thinner, okay?
A lot younger.
Yeah, a lot younger.
There's me walking around a ghost city.
Yeah, this is a ghost city. This is a ghost
These
city.
are all in different parts of China, by the way.
Yeah. We went around the entire country, and these ghost cities are dotted everywhere.
Yes.
Okay, and basically what happens is people, they have an apartment that they live in, and then they want to invest. So then they'll buy an empty apartment somewhere and just sit on it. They don't live in it. They don't furnish it. It actually remains empty like a concrete shell because they know they can sell it again in the future and make money. So it's kind of like a big investment.
The skylines of China are littered with these concrete shells.
Yeah, just concrete shells. Like we said, not furnished. If you go into those buildings, there's nothing in them.
No.
You know, there's not even like tiles on the floor or anything. No. So anyway, there's this massive amount of speculation, and I want you to bear that in mind, okay? Because that's a big part of this crazy argument that's coming out these days. So as soon as this graph came out, it started to get a lot of views and a lot of sharing and so on, because it's from a very well-known source. What is the source?
It's from this think tank in Switzerland. It's like the top financial think tank, right? And it's called the Bank for International Settlements. It's the world's oldest international financial institution.
Yes.
This is a trustworthy source.
So it's a real source.
Not some Twitter source.
Yeah, it's not some random dude made it up. So this is a real stat to show that 20 years, as this hedge eye said, China's real estate market has erased all gains from the last 20 years.
It's the most damning news that China's ever faced.
So they're on damage control. They have got this crazy army of America Bad Party and all the shills and the people that work for the Chinese government and all the propagandists are out there trying to spin this in a crazy way. And I wanted to show you some of the ways they're trying to spin it.
Yes. Before you do, I do want to explain why they need to do this.
Yes.
I told you there's implications. If this gets back to the Chinese people, they're not obviously not allowing people to see this in China.
No.
Do you know what utter chaos would happen? China's a very nationalist country, and it's got a brainwashing government that keeps everyone under their thumb. Yeah. But I'm telling you, as soon as you tell the people that social contract is over and they gave away all their freedom and now they don't have any of their money, they are going to turn on China so quickly and be the least nationalist people ever. And it will turn into societal chaos.
It'll be crazy. Who knows where it'll go? Because the problem is, obviously, people are losing money on their houses all the time. People are not dumb. They realize they've put all this money in and then their property never gets finished. We see this all the time. We've shown you on the show all these little protests that happen all over the place. These homeowners, they're disgruntled. They go to the local government. They try to protest and they get rounded up and silenced. Everything gets deleted off the internet. So people don't know that it's a widespread thing.
No.
They think it's just their little community that has a problem.
Or if somebody is like, I'm going to buy, I've heard this before. I'm going to buy an apartment here because even though I heard over in the next province over that was a bad idea, this place is fine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But because it's so isolated, all the news, the bad news is swept away. People don't know it's that bad. But if this graph gets back into China, if it becomes common knowledge, the entire country could just collapse.
It could.
It could descend into chaos.
Yes.
Literal cannibalism, the works.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding.
People are always about like CIA, PSYOP, always trying to like do bad stuff in China or whatever, like the lie flat movement we'll talk about later. This would actually be like an opportunity to cause the most insane unrest of all time.
Just drop like leaflets with this graph.
I'm not saying they should. I'm just saying
just
this is
that would be the way.
This is ripe. This is bad news bears.
Yeah. So I wanted to show you some of the ways that the Chinese government and the Chinese government supporters are trying to twist this narrative.
Yeah, it's kind of hilarious, but also angering.
It's very angering because these people obviously don't care about Chinese people.
Yeah.
So whoever this guy says, oh no, Chinese people can afford to buy homes. U.S. propaganda is so dumb. The Chinese economy is designed to serve its citizens. The U.S. economy is designed to serve the rich. This is why China is winning and will win.
Dude.
No, that graph represents all of Chinese people's money. no one cares about if they can afford to buy a home.
No.
They have a high percentage of home ownership.
Yeah.
This is everybody's, in a way. We'll discuss that too.
Yeah.
This is everybody's life savings down the toilet. How can you celebrate this? This is not something about helping the Chinese. This is bad for the Chinese people. Every single Chinese person's wealth is gone over the last 20 years.
You had was it Lauren Chen?
Yeah.
And Jackson Hinkle and all these guys that
the
pretend
America
to be
Bad
like
Party,
patriots or whatever, saying that they're running Xi Jinping's here we go.
Yeah,
This is despicable. She got caught taking millions of dollars from the Kremlin.
I believe so. I'm not entirely sure on the ins and outs, but yeah, definitely her company was being paid by Russian propaganda,
right?
Yeah.
And then gets caught, and then all of a sudden now just starts doing China propaganda.
Yeah, makes sense, right? So take a look here.
China's currently trying to co-opt the right, by the way. They're trying to
definitely.
Court the right.
Yeah, the left and the right.
Yeah,
but
mostly
they're really
right
pushing
now
on the right, for
do
sure.
this.
They're trying to do this whole America Bad thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, I like how suddenly this is a BlackRock psyop.
Because they have to come up with something. They have to come up with
It cannot be the actual consequences of this ridiculous housing bubble that China's been hiding and inflating all this time.
It's hilarious because this is the worst economic collapse that China's facing ever, right?
Yes.
In our lifetime.
Yes.
Right. And they have to come up with buzzwords so that they can get other people that hate America or people that think America's bad or whatever. They come up with deep state BlackRock, this and that. You pull buzzwords out and people go, oh, it's just that.
Exactly. This guy is a well-known American hater who works for foreign governments doing their propaganda and so on. He says housing prices in China are falling. Houses are for living in, not for speculation.
The Xi Jinping quote that they're using right now, they're acting like Xi Jinping said this, like he's going to do something about it.
Yeah, I got to talk about that. That's why I showed you that whole divorce couple things. Because China, real estate is for speculating, not for living. Why do you think there are about 100 million empty houses around China in ghost cities? Never mind the estimated 20 to 30 million that have never been built, that have been paid for. Because, people put a deposit down and then the thing never gets completed.
And some of those people did want to live in those.
Yes, exactly. So we're talking about countless empty houses because it's speculation.
Yes, that's all it is.
Okay, but and there's a reason why Xi Jinping said that, by the way, and we'll get into that in a second. But I just wanted you to pay attention to that because take a look. Here, Lauren Chen is saying the same thing. Houses are for living, not speculating. That is a Xi Jinping quote.
Dude, she's doing Xi Jinping propaganda.
Quote. It's a Xi Jinping quote. So here is that whole thing about over 90% of Chinese own their homes. We'll talk about that in a minute because it's not actually true, okay? Chinese housing market isn't like the American one. Houses are for living, not speculating. And again, this is such an uneducated, it's either naivety or it's actual purposeful propaganda.
It looks bad.
Well, if you're quoting Xi Jinping, it's pretty bad.
My fellow conservatives, I have to put a message out there.
Right.
Be very careful right now. Because the messaging is trying to penetrate the conservative movement.
Sure.
In America in particular.
Yeah.
To try, and we saw this. We saw one the other day. It was very weird. It was like gaslighting. And it said, okay, liberals or whatever. And then it showed a picture and it's like, actually, China's awesome.
Sure.
They're trying to penetrate the conservative movement.
Of course. They're trying to penetrate everywhere. That's what they do.
For sure. It's just right now they know that side's winning.
Yeah, they are focusing on the right and on the conservatives right now. I mean, if houses were for living and not for speculating, we wouldn't have ghost cities, okay? No. It's very simple. They would not exist. Why do they exist other than for speculation? Now, the reason these people keep quoting Xi Jinping, people like Jackson Hinkle and Lauren Chen and various others, I mean, they're countless.
The state media.
Yes.
Yeah, and the shills and all the bots. Those people are mirroring bot activity.
The reason they're doing this is because Xi Jinping himself said that to try and combat the speculation.
Yes.
It was so bad that he had to get up and tell people, listen, housing should be for living in, not for speculation.
Yeah.
That's him saying, guys, cool it.
Stop.
You're screwing us over. We don't want this. We want to cool this down. Xi Jinping himself tried to step in to stop the speculation.
It wasn't like we got this.
Yeah, this wasn't.
Here we go.
This wasn't like that
graph's not a good thing.
This is not like him stating what's currently happening. This is him saying, "We got to stop, guys. We got to stop."
And he said that back in 2017.
And guess what? It didn't stop.
No, it got much worse.
Yes, that was when everyone was like, "Oh, before he comes in and tries to like stop our speculation, let's do it more."
Yes.
You saw how the graph went up.
Yes.
So, it's so stupid for these shills and these people that
it's their job.
Yeah, but it's so stupid for them to try and trick everybody into thinking that people live in their houses in China. They don't speculate.
Dude.
And it's good that the housing is
to us
down.
when we first started seeing this messaging from the bots, we were like chuckling.
Yeah.
Then we saw these big names doing it, and we're like, "Yo, this is actually a psyop. It's a real psyop."
Yeah.
China said like, "Oh, the lie flat movement's a psyop from the CIA." No, this is a psyop.
Yeah.
These people are doing Xi Jinping's psyop right now because
they're doing Xi Jinping's work.
So devastating for them.
The worst part is, and this is what angers me the most, is it's Chinese people right now are suffering.
Yes.
Yes. All of my friends and acquaintances and family, even, my wife owns a property. Yeah. Everyone's affected in China that has real estate.
Yeah.
Everyone's lost huge amounts of money and they cannot resell
It's not a wealthy country.
Yes, and they can't resell their apartments because they're not worth, nobody's buying in this market. And it's bad. It's causing terrible things. People are, unaliving themselves. All sorts of horrible things going on in China because of this. And these effing shills are trying to tell us it's a good thing,
Just because they, that's the narrative they have to push.
It pisses me off because they don't have an actual connection to it. By the way, we wanted to hit this whole 90% home ownership thing on the
Let's hit this on the head. Also, let me know when you want me to get into actually what the effects of this are.
Sure. In the rural parts of China now, basically, when they got that stat, what they were doing is they were going in the urban areas and asking people living in a house, "Hey, are you a homeowner?" And they're like, "Yes or no." That's how they got their stat. And so in the rural areas, there's a high home ownership, and that's because the government allows you to build, if you have a boy, if you have a son, they allow you to build a brick house or some mud house on a piece of land. You don't own the land, by the way. Nobody owns land in China. The government owns the land, and farming cooperative type things own them in the
It's a poor communist country.
Yeah. So those people that live in a mud cave or a mud hut, they are considered a homeowner.
Yeah. So I think a lot of people, when they're putting out these stats, these shills, they think the Americans reading this are going to say, "Oh, it's just like the house I live in." No, it's a mud hut. Some of them don't have windows.
It's like if you went to a homeless person who's living in a tent and you counted that as being a homeowner.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the unfortunate truth. If you look into it, the stat about home ownership in China is very skewed because of the hukou system and because of the urbanization system. And it's not actually true. There are a lot of homeless people in China, but there's
it's outlandish.
There's a huge amount of homeless people in China. But it's not about that. It's the fact that a person living in a mud hut in the middle of a field is considered a homeowner. This
is a homeowner. Do you want to own this home?
Yeah.
It's a piece of mud.
Yes.
This is not, I used to run into these all the time.
Yeah.
This is not like an outlier.
No, of course not. So that whole homeowner percentage thing is BS anyway, because nobody can own a home in China.
Yeah.
The land all belongs to the government. And a quick crash course, a real estate company will lease a plot of land.
From the local
by the way, this is in Guizhou or Yunnan, sorry. They're from the local government, they'll lease a plot of land for 70 years. That's all they can do. That's the maximum. Yeah. Then they get investment. They say, we're going to build, apartments here. Then you get all the speculators run in and they pay their deposits. They break ground, they build a building. By the time the building's all said and done and ready for people to move in, that 70-year lease is already cut into. So who knows? Maybe there's 65 years left or 40 years left. Like my wife bought a property on a 40 years left on the lease land place. So she moved in, it's brand new, it's only been completed, but there's still only 40 years left on the lease of that land. So what happens is you own that concrete box in the sky. You don't own the land. So when the government at the end of the lease says, that land's back, it's ours now, you don't know what's going to happen. Because first of all, if the real estate company wants to lease the land again, it's going to cost countless amounts of money. And that's going to have to fall on the homeowners again.
Yeah.
So they're going to have to probably pay again for their apartment, a huge amount, or it's just going to get knocked down because the government decides they're going to do something else there. And you're out of luck.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Yep.
And it hasn't reached that 70 years thing yet anywhere, so no one really knows. But nobody owns homes in China is what I'm trying to say. Now, to move on a little bit here, we all see these China's living in the future, skyscrapers at night type things. We see it all the time. You see this kind of picture. This is a real building. It's built by Italian architects. And that's another thing. When you see these buildings in China, you think they're all impressive and so on. The majority of them are built by foreign architects. Just an interesting fact. So I want us to pay attention to this particular building. And this building is in a place I know very well. It's in Shenzhen, where I used to live. It's in Dongmen Laojie, a place I used to go all the time. I'd go there once every week or so into that area, film and do stuff. It's in a lot of my videos. And this is downtown, okay, Luohu. This is a very busy area. It's probably the busiest shopping area in the whole of Shenzhen, okay? It's a big place. It's called Dongmen East Gate, and everybody goes there to go buy clothing and whatever. There's a big thing going on. It's very vibey. So it's a prime location, okay, for this building to be up there. Okay? But I wanted to take a look at the stat very, very briefly here. When you see these big office buildings and these lights on the buildings in China, what you have to understand is that a huge amount of those are empty and vacant. Okay, in Shenzhen, 30.1% of office in Q1 of 2026 offices are vacant. Just to quickly compare, Tokyo 0.5.
Yeah.
So there's almost no empty offices in Tokyo, and then again in New York, 17.7. But it's been improving if you look at this graph. Like in America, it keeps getting better. Like it's getting less and less. In China, it's getting more and more. Shanghai, 23.4%. Guangzhou, 22.1%. Beijing, 15.8%. That's how many office spaces are vacant and not being occupied. So to rather just talk about
it gets up to 40%. Statistically.
Yeah,
by the way, that's official stats.
Oh yeah, it's way
Come
more.
on.
It's way more. It's way more.
Yeah.
So this dude, he's like, he heard a rumor about this building, the one I showed you a little earlier, in the prime part of, Shenzhen here. See this?
Oh my God! I've never seen anything like this before. God, this is amazing.
So he heard rumors that like you can just go in, you don't need to scan a card to get into the building, so he's going to go check it out.
Okay, gotcha.
All right. And this is literally like the busiest part. Like it would be like somewhere near Times Square type idea. Okay. Dongmen is crazy busy all the time. All right. So he's like, let's go in. Okay. Very nice lobby with the marble floors. Here's normally where you'd have to get a card to get in. Okay. But you don't need to. It's left open. There's a reason for that. Okay. And that is that, well, I'll just fast forward a little bit because, he goes on to explain the elevators and, oh yeah, so yeah, here we go. Let me get back to, okay, so. Let's see where he's going. Which floor is he going to go to first?
So those all serve different areas of the building.
Yeah. Yeah. So he'd read online that this place was mostly empty. And so he's saying like, wow, they weren't lying.
That's devastating.
Well, you saw how beautiful the building looks from the outside, right?
Yeah, I like
And that's what you see in the propaganda, is that, oh, China's living in the future, and you see these skyscrapers with lights on them. But a huge percentage of these things are completely empty and unfurnished and unfinished inside.
Yeah.
It's there just for face. Look, there isn't even a window there. There's like literally no window. Yeah. So this guy goes through multiple floors. This is the 55th floor that he's on at the moment.
Wow.
And I'll fast forward a bit because it's very.
This is amazing.
This is another floor. He just keeps going up and up and up to all the different floors, and he sees that they're all just incomplete. There's like a few floors only in the whole building. Like when you walk in the bottom couple of floors, and then there's like some of the top.
And this is a new building or not?
Yeah, I think this one was fully completed 2019 or something.
So it's had what? So how many years to fill up?
Yeah, exactly. So it's just one of those things again, like, you got these very impressive buildings all over, but they're empty. And it's just another indicator as to the real state of the economy,
Yeah.
Again, show me all the skyscrapers you want, but it doesn't matter if they're empty.
Yeah. No.
China's not living in the
husk.
future.
China is a husk.
It's the land of shortcuts and facades, is what it is. You know. So we are now sitting at a very dangerous precipice when it comes to China, because the best case scenario is that this bubble can deflate slowly. Worst case scenario is if it just all goes to shit. So
I just want to read some of this. So obviously it's going to destroy household wealth.
Yeah.
70% of people's wealth is tied up in real estate, right? But it also, here's the deal. You know, these shills are like, oh, now houses are going to be affordable or whatever. Absolutely not. That's not how economics works, right?
No.
Tell me you've never taken an economics course without telling me.
Sure.
It crushes consumption. Right now, China's trying to move away from an investment model, and that was a top-down leadership thing. It was like, the CCP was like, yo, we got to stop this investing thing. We got to get people to domestically buy Chinese stuff, right?
Yes.
Guess what happens? When falling home prices happen and people don't have any confidence in the economy, do you think they spend money? They absolutely do not spend money.
No.
They're not going to buy anything.
Nope.
They're not going to buy houses. They're not going to spend money on a new car. All that stuff is dominoes.
Correct.
It's called a debt deflation spiral. And that is literally the worst nightmare of China, because that's the model that they're putting all their eggs in one basket for.
Yeah.
They're like, we need to get people to spend money here. Local governments, they rely, a huge chunk of their economy is to these land leases.
Yeah, they got to sell their land.
If they can't get construction companies to make these anymore, what do you think is going to happen to the local government's economy?
The GDP is not going to...
It's done. It's done.
Nothing's going to happen.
It drags a massive slice of the GDP. Massive slice, just wipes out basically, right?
Yeah.
It also damages banks and credit creation. The banks right now exist on these loans, loan after loan after loan, to buy this new property, to buy this new apartment, buy a new car. Those stop, that entire industry, 36.72 trillion yuan industry, and these mortgages are gone.
Yeah.
Right? Another thing, the construction, the steel, the concrete,
glass,
the glass, all of the construction materials and the vehicles that need to do this. That's a huge chunk of China's manufacturing economy, domestic manufacturing.
Yeah.
If they're not there to take these materials and make new stuff out of them, that part of the economy goes away as well.
All the jobs, dude.
The
construction workers, the drivers, the factory workers making the glass and the steel and everything.
So people were making a comparison. They said that, well, best case scenario, maybe it goes through like a stagnation like Japan did.
Yeah.
It's much worse than Japan, because Japan was rich before it stagnated.
Yes.
Japan had social programs before it stagnated. It had welfare. It had elderly care. It had an entire first world nation of systems that they could bank on, so that people can rely on the fact that they're not going to lose everything if things slow down. And things did slow down.
Yeah.
China is poor. It is not a rich country. It's less than half as wealthy per person. And
people don't get it.
That's on paper, by the way.
People don't get it, man, because you see the propaganda and you think Chinese people are living in luxury and that they're all driving fancy
Well, it's also the people you see come abroad, right?
Yeah, those are the people with money that get to escape. It's not like that. When you actually get to know China, you get to know it's... You know, there's a huge amount of the population which live in poverty.
Yes.
You know?
So compared to Japan when it stagnated, China's got way lower household income, no social safety nets.
Yeah.
Huge dependence on housing wealth, which Japan didn't have.
Yeah.
Youth unemployment is out of control in China right now. Migrant worker vulnerability, half of their economy relies on migrant workers. They have no jobs now. Local government debt stress, poor demographics, weak household consumption, heavy censorship and repression, so none of this information gets out there. And then in the future, there's no trust in developers, or no one wants to buy another apartment after they watch 10 million people not get theirs.
Nobody's going to buy another apartment now.
It doesn't matter how cheap it is. Right? People feel very, very worried right now. And there's a thing. You might not believe this, but there's zero trust in government propaganda from the people. That's just their only option.
Yeah.
They trust foreign media a lot more. So when something like this, like that graph you showed earlier, when that breaks on foreign media, it's much more trustworthy.
Yeah.
So if that leaked out to Chinese people, it's dunzos, dude.
That's why they're trying so hard to deflect away from this. That's why you're seeing all these people on Twitter and on the internet trying to make excuses for this and try to pretend like it's actually good for the people of China. Because if this stuff does get back into China, they want to try to sway opinion.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, that's basically the be-all and the end-all of this. But we wanted to cap this little segment off with, never mind this guy. See, by the way, if you've been watching, he's shown some of the floors that were completed. they look great, but there's only a few of them, you know, when the majority of them are
empty.
like empty, yes. But that's how they get you. Because look, if you're a Henkel or whoever who's going over there for like a propaganda tour, they'll take you to these buildings and they'll take you to the completed floors, and you'll think the whole building is like that.
You
But
would,
it's
and
like,
you would.
Yeah, they'll take you to the penthouse where you get to like a beautiful restaurant, see the view of the city, and like China's like so rich. It's an empty husk. You know what I mean? And that's what you see through this, you know, the foreign propaganda with all these communists that go there and like look at the place, you know?
Yeah.
These dog shuckers or whatever. You know what I mean?
Shuck my dog.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So this...
I just want to remind you. If you invested $5,000 in 2011 in America and in China,
yes,
and this is what it would be worth right now.
Yeah.
And this, to me, was the biggest eye-opener for people to realize that China is not the future. It's not an investment opportunity. Your money went nowhere.
Yeah.
It didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, a lot of people, you know, they'll grab a quick, like on the up, they'll grab some money out and they'll have made some money if you were lucky. But like the majority of people have lost or, you know, stagnated.
If you invested $5,000 in 2011, by the end of it, if you had invested in the S&P 500, right, in America, then you would have made over $30,000.
Yeah.
Right? Or you would have ended up with over $30,000.
Is this adjusted for inflation or not?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
If you were to invest in China, you would have ended up with about $8,000.
Yeah.
Which is the better profit margin?
Well, I mean, doesn't that coincide with the whole housing thing?
It's like the same graph.
Let's go right back to the end there.
It's like the same graph.
It's pretty much like, well, the housing real estate one's worse because it actually went like back to 5,000.
Plummeted, yeah.
So it's basically 5,000. It's going less than that now. But yeah, so this whole thing has been a facade. It's a bunch of Christmas lights on buildings,
and we're finally seeing the truth.
Yeah,
right.
And
like we've been shouting into a void, right?
I know
like,
it sounds.
We saw it.
I don't want to be overly pessimistic,
sure.
but you know, when I got to China, I was also taken by all the lights and everything. But I could also immediately see how like crappily things were done, you know, and how quick and rubbish. And I was like, how is this possible? Because you're making money out of nothing. It's basically making money out of lies.
Big Ponzi scheme.
You know,
the whole economy.
Yeah, the entire economy. And it took living there for 14 years and you 10 years. It took living there. It took getting married, learning the language, really starting to care for the place. Because, hey, if you're just a tourist, if you're just one of those wankers who's going to go live there for a little while and be like, oh, look, I can drink beer on the street and whatever, have a good time. If that's what you want to be, you don't care. Right? It's just, you just enjoy it for what it is, use it up and move on. But when you actually care about China and you care about the people of China and you see the bullshit that they have to deal with right now, you know, it's really heartbreaking and we've got a vested interest. We want people to know. That's why we're so harsh on the places because we want it to change.
Well, we were bullish on it, dude.
Yeah.
We thought China was getting better and it was.
Yes,
it took a wrong turn.
Big time.
Big time.
Yeah, and you can see that in the graphs too.
Yeah,
you know,
it's just finally, it's great to have some proof.
Be very careful. I've always cautioned people about buying property in China and investing in China.
Most people are not.
There, I know, but investing in China specifically. And what do they call it? Like Asia developing markets or something. If you've got a retirement fund or a 401k or whatever it is you've got. Ask them if they're investing in Asia, you know, developing market or something, because that just means China. Yeah. Tell them to cut that part out.
PLA.
Yeah,
like
you're basically funding like
so they can kill us.
Yeah, you're funding their missile research. So you know, like cut it out, cut it out. All right. Okay. By the way, we have this show. We wanted to shout it out on Monday. Take a look what you missed.
Amorous feelings. Yes, you can. Good me. I still don't know what this is. Come Wonka.
Flush off the defecation. Don't know why you defecate in a urinal.
As you can see here, this is a lot of nature. Really embracing natural and healthy living.
The humidity and the rain will bring it just low enough to be going right in your lungs.
Sure.
Oh, it's so miserable.
Anyways, here is the spectacular view that I came for. Look, it's something interesting. It's not really, there's nothing interesting. But I've also heard that too, is that people water the vegetables and that with the sewage water. So...
Yeah, so that was actually kind of fun. We found a YouTuber who's, just left China and he was making vlogs. So we thought, okay, let's compare it to our experiences living in China. And it was kind of fun to
because
to
it's
look
so
at.
rare. Everything on YouTube in China right now is propaganda.
Yes.
So we were like, found this one very small channel, and he was like not doing propaganda.
Yes.
And we were like, what is this? And then turns out it's because he's going to leave.
Yeah, so he was just being honest.
Yeah.
It's called Travel and Life
Travel and Life 23.
23. So yeah.
Funny British guy.
Very funny. If you want to see like our take on it and our whole Xiaoban Ho, we spoke about it, analyzed some of his videos and whatnot.
Yep.
So
Also, it's the best way to support us. Go to patreon.com/ADV podcast. Join us. Can you go to the next slide?
Yeah, for sure.
Join us at the, you can do the half price tier, which means you don't get to watch it live, but right after it's live, you get to watch it.
Yeah.
Or the live tier, you're there. You can vote on our topics. We answer your questions, Q&A, no super chats, all free.
Yeah.
You can win a handwritten Chinese name written by us that we pick especially for you. It's
Yes.
a wonderful community. It's also, again, the best way to support us. We don't get a whole lot of money here on YouTube, but I'll tell you what, this community over here on Patreon, we want to give back to them too, because you guys help us so much.
Oh, yeah.
There's 199 episodes if you sign up. If you like the China show, you're going to love Xiaoban Ho.
Honestly, without your support there on Patreon, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. And that means everything,
Yes.
This, the show, Xiaoban Ho,
Everything.
obviously,
Everything.
Serpent Today, Lao 86, Obsolete Futures.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you very much for all of you guys. And we know it's a big ask, so only if you have the means.
Yep.
It's always fun. That was an interesting episode. It was really cool. Please check it out if you can.
Yes.
Yeah. And now back to the show. It's time for Worldview, right? Or
It
just
is
a blank
time
screen.
for
Okay.
Worldview, where we talk about everything in the world, especially
Specifically with regards to China. Yeah. So what's this?
I just thought this was funny.
Okay.
So the EU is starting to finally stand up to China, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
They're doing this Made in the EU campaign, right? And it's like, let's buy stuff that's made here in the EU. And I support this.
Yeah.
I support Made in America. I support Made in the EU with our allies.
Sure.
China is like,
Dude,
no, you can't.
I support Made in everywhere.
Yeah, me
okay.
too,
Like,
me too.
when I was still living in South Africa, they would have this like proudly made in South Africa stuff.
Yeah.
Which, whatever. It's like lame. It'll be some lame thing. But like some of this stuff was good, like the biltong and all that kind of stuff. But it's like, good for you. Make it local if you can.
Yeah.
Why not? And I support that with every country.
Me too.
If it's made in Nigeria, I would support that too.
Really?
As long as it's not like a packaged scams or something. You know what I'm saying?
Stop it.
I'm being serious.
Stop that.
It
Put
was
those
like
stereotypes away.
but you know what I mean? Well, they're there for a reason. Yeah.
Really?
But you know what I'm saying? Like, go ahead if you're going to make a Nigerian brick or something. Like,
Let's move on from Nigeria.
I'm just saying it's
Yes.
great. Like,
Yeah.
I support that for every
Yeah.
country, and it should be like that.
I obviously support Made in America the most because I'm American.
I
And
mean, I
think it's
support
good.
Made in America
I think It's
too.
a patriotic thing to do.
But I also support Made in Nigeria.
Yeah, I do too, but
Yeah.
I support Made in America more.
Me too, because I live here and I
Yes.
like American products,
Sure. Mm-hmm.
especially American cars. That's why I have a 78 Trans Am.
Can we get back into this?
Sure.
China warned them. They
Yeah.
go, you can't do Made in the EU. No.
Yes.
No Made
It's
in
like,
EU.
how dare
you? have
you?
to do. You have to. Make it Made in China.
Yeah, okay. I got to find that. Okay, it's like,
We love to have you! Come to China!
You have to do China.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't do Made in the EU. Screw you.
yeah.
They
What-
got so mad.
What kind of nonsense is this? Come on,
so
like China
stupid.
would not exist as it is today without the rest of the world
They wanna
investing
They need
in
to keep
China.
it that way.
Yeah.
You know? So I just thought that was a very funny headline.
Yeah, for sure.
So the EU stood up and they're like, nah, shut
Yeah.
up. And then China's like, Wang Yi's like, no,
Yes.
I look like a marionette.
Yes. Guys, this is actually very crazy. You know,
Yeah.
DJI.
A drone
Um,
company.
I did some work. We did a speech at DJI's headquarters in
yeah.
Shenzhen like many
Not
years
paid, not
ago.
paid.
No, we just did it for fun
Yeah.
because we knew the people.
Yeah.
I love their drones. Like I started flying drones way before it was cool. I'm hipster about
You're
that.
definitely
you know?
hipster.
Definitely. I'm
We used
on
to ride our motorcycles with a drone when
Dude,
the drones were big.
the
they'd
Phantom
be
4?
like here, and I'd be laying over it.
It was
while trying
so
to ride.
bad to
Yeah.
like ride. It was so terrible. And setting them up.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But yeah, I've been a drone pilot for many a year. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and like my old videos used to be famous for the gratuitous drone shots.
Yeah,
Remember?
we used to go way hard on the drone footage on our channels.
Yeah,
A little
exactly.
too much.
But anyway, very familiar with DJI drones. Great product, but also a great security risk too.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically because, it's a Chinese company and all Chinese companies must do what the Chinese government says.
Yes.
They cannot refuse. So if the Chinese government says, give me all the telemetry data from that particular drone and all of the footage too when it flew over those sensitive parts in America, they have to. They don't have a choice.
No.
Right?
They claim they don't.
Yeah, but proof is in the pudding because Beijing has now banned their own drones.
Their own drones.
You cannot sell them. You cannot buy them.
Yes.
You cannot fly them. You cannot register them in Beijing.
Yeah.
At all.
Now,
wait.
Oh, yes.
Wait.
You cannot what?
You cannot do it.
You don't secure me at all. Jane, I want to talk to you later.
Indeed.
Yeah, sorry. I pressed the wrong one there for a second. But yeah, so isn't it kind of crazy how they've now banned them? But what's more crazy is that DJI...
What were you going to say? You going to say the F word?
No, I was going to say...
what's funny.
Yeah, what's funny. Yeah. That's what I was going to say. What's funny is that DJI has been suing the Department of Justice.
Yes. No.
Was it
Department of Defense.
Department of Defense.
Now,
Sorry.
Department of War.
Okay, so wait. So DJI has been suing America. Why?
You ready for this?
Sure.
So America is like, yo, Chinese drones, this is kind of a bad deal for national security.
Yes.
The Chinese government can see everything in our entire country.
Sure.
We're going to stop this, right?
Mm-hmm.
In American courts, DJI's entire survival depends on proving that they're not an arm of the Chinese government, okay? So imagine this. You're like, I swear I'm not, right? In their scenario, you would also sue Beijing, right?
Yes.
You'd be like, hey, this isn't fair. We're not doing anything wrong, right? No. In fact, they sued the DJI sued the Department of Defense and the FCC. They're trying to show that they want to be in a country and sell in a country with the rule of law and they're playing by the rules and all this kind of stuff. But when Beijing tells them they can't sell, they don't do anything. They go, yes, master.
Well, they
yes,
have to.
master.
Yeah.
They don't do anything. They comply immediately with the Chinese government while they sue the American government. They sue the Department of Defense. That is the most ballsy thing I've ever heard in my life, right?
Yeah.
The strategy here is that to the Chinese government, they think these drones are also a national security, even in their own country.
Yes,
which
they
is
also think it's a
bizarre,
national security threat.
right? But
Yeah.
by operating in America, they can operate through rule of law and the legal court system. They can sue all these entities in the U.S. just to stay afloat. It's the most ironic thing I've ever heard. I wrote something. I wrote the U.S. government actually uses DJI's compliance in China as evidence against them.
Yes.
They go, you're suing us, but you're just complying with Beijing. So you are a national security threat.
Yes.
U.S. regulators argue that because DJI follows Beijing's orders without question, they would also hand over American data if the Chinese government asks. And let's be honest.
It's true.
If the Chinese government tells you got to do something, you got to do it, right?
They've already done it, let's be honest.
Well, we can't say that for a fact.
I mean,
but
in all
by like
conceivable scenarios.
It's probably, right? By complying so quietly in Beijing while fighting so loudly in DC, DJI is accidentally reinforcing the very Chinese military company narrative that they're trying to beat right now in U.S. courts.
Yeah.
It's a Chinese military company.
Of course.
I mean, think about the logic here. They go, yes, Master Beijing. America, you're so big. I should be able to sell it.
Yeah, I'll sue you. Oh, well, that's just kind of an interesting piece of news.
It's pure irony.
It is.
So this is bad. Zambia sucks. Can I say that?
Sure.
Zambia, you suck. Not the people.
Yeah, I'd still support Made in Zambia, though.
Not now. Not now.
Well,
Not after this.
Yeah, but you can't like blame the little craftsman.
Dude, I think it's all made in China and they'll say made in Zambia.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So the Chinese government just got the world's largest digital rights conference canceled. There is a digital rights conference in Zambia and there was going to be some Taiwanese people there. Chinese government got this massive global conference about human rights online.
Yeah.
Canceled. And Zambia's like, okay, no problem, master.
Yeah.
And they literally said, China, you can dictate what we do and cancel the entire thing for the whole world, not just for Zambia.
Yeah.
It was just hosted there.
Yeah, exactly.
Just because there was Taiwanese people there.
It's terrible. Yeah, that's what happens when you got a bully running around dictating what people can and can't say.
Yes.
Rubbish.
Terrible.
Yeah. Needs to stop being like that. You know?
China is enslaving Africa, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Like country by country, except for Eswatini. They're the only ones holding on.
Good luck.
Yeah,
I support Made in Eswatini.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. This is hilarious.
Yes.
Don't do a Jawa sound.
Sounds like that. Let's be honest. Didn't they film Star Wars in Uganda or something?
No.
Where?
In Algeria.
Oh, really?
Tunisia, sorry.
There we go. Yeah. Tunisia, not Algeria.
It's not even. It's nowhere near Uganda.
I know. So? Let's move on.
Anyway, China says hostile. So you remember the lie flat movement? That
Yes.
in China, that is the movement where
Tongping.
young people are like, I'm not going to do anything. The economy's going nowhere. I don't have a job. There's no social safety.
It's like, why do I need to work
Yeah.
9 days a week?
Yes.
Whatever it is.
996.
9 hours from 9 to 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. Why do I have to do that? Why do I have to bust my balls and I can't even survive?
Yes, it's a very organic thing.
Yes, they
right?
just did it themselves because they realized that by lying flat, in other words, just finding every way to just not spend money,
Yes.
just not do anything,
Yes.
they actually end up being in the same situation.
Yes. So China gets so upset by this because they're like, we need to boost domestic consumption. The economy's going down. The housing market crashed. They're not doing well. It's really grim, right?
Yeah. That youth unemployment is off the charts. It's so bad that they actually stopped reporting it. They're like, we're not going to report this anymore because it looks bad.
So the MSS, which is China's CIA, right?
Yes.
Their spy agency.
Yes.
They literally came out and said, oh, by the way, guys, we found out it was hostile foreign forces that made up the lying flat movement. And they use the internet and influencers and pay people to spread this idea. It's not the Chinese people and the failing economy and the fact that they don't want to participate in this failing crap system.
Yeah, it was hostile
It's
foreign forces.
but they won't. It's funny because Trump's going to meet Xi Jinping in a couple weeks, right?
Yeah.
They won't say. Normally they'll say.
Yeah, normally they'll say America.
Like America did this.
Yes.
America bad. But they're not. They're saying hostile foreign forces did this. They won't name America because they don't want to piss off.
Who do you think it is?
Trump.
Like who?
It's the Rwandan
Who
intelligence
takes siestas?
agency.
Is that like
Mexicans.
Spanish or
Yeah,
in Spain? Or,
Latin
yeah, it's
America, yeah.
maybe it's the Mexicans like trying to get siesta culture in there. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Lie
yeah.
flat.
Yes, definitely it was that.
Yeah, it's got to be right.
Yeah, for
that's
sure.
that's the foreign force.
The next movement's going to be like, Spanish propaganda, and they're going to start eating dinner at 10 p.m.
Exactly.
It'll be the eat late movement. Yeah, so they're definitely like they're backhandedly blaming the CIA on this.
Of course,
which
they can.
is so
They can never accept that it's actually their own fault.
No.
They can't accept that it's something that could actually naturally occur.
Yes.
It always has to be some color revolution, some crap CIA, deep state, BlackRock, whatever.
Now it's BlackRock, CIA.
It's like whatever.
Mossad.
Just come on, man. Take
Yeah.
responsibility for once.
Yes.
You
Well, they
suck.
won't.
You made a mistake. You know, you ruined
tanked your
things.
whole country.
Yeah, you
Just
ruined
own up to
stuff.
it.
Yeah, just do it.
You ruined stuff.
You ruined it all.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. What's going on with this?
So let's just say this.
Yes.
Manus is an AI firm in China,
Yes.
and they moved to Singapore. So they're up for grabs, right? If they want to be
Yeah, well,
bought out, they're up for grabs.
They were basically they were going to be acquired, and they
Yeah.
said like, yeah,
By
we
Meta.
want to sell you to Facebook or Meta, whatever it's called now.
Zuck.
And so they were like, yeah, cool. They brokered a deal, and then Beijing says like, no, and actually arrested the owners of the company and didn't let them leave.
It was registered in Singapore.
Not even in China.
No, and they did that. They have freedom to do.
You know what
whatever
else
they
is
want.
registered in Singapore?
What?
Freaking TikTok.
Oh yeah.
Remember the
Yeah,
the CEO's that Singaporean guy?
Oh yeah.
Doesn't this?
I don't think it's registered in Singapore.
Well, I mean,
though.
like
it's got Singapore ties.
there's lots of ties to
Okay.
Singapore.
You love to jump to conclusions with
I do.
Singapore.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I do, but it's true though. Isn't this prove
Yes.
it?
So I
doesn't
wanna
matter.
read this.
Singapore doesn't matter in this whole scheme of things.
No, it doesn't. Mark Zuckerberg. Well, it kind of does because China just overstepped
That's
massively.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying. Singapore may as well not even exist. It's only
It's
China.
true at this
China can do anything at once when it comes to Singapore.
From what we've seen.
Yes, 100%.
So be Mark Zuckerberg. So this is the steps of Mark Zuckerberg's life in his
Okay,
relation to China.
sure.
And this helped refresh my memory of how cucked he was to
He's
China.
so bad.
Learn Mandarin.
Remember the smog jog?
Yes. And he's like, it's beautiful. And everyone's like, why? Even Chinese people are like, why are you running in the smog?
Yeah.
Learn Mandarin. Give speeches in Mandarin in China, which was terrible, by the way.
Oh, yes.
Put Xi Jinping's book on your desk. He put Xi Jinping's book on his desk.
Yeah, he did.
Get employees to read Xi Jinping's book.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Wow.
That's
Right?
bad.
Ask Xi Jinping to name your baby.
Yes.
He did.
And then Xi
He got
Jinping said
rejected. He
no.
no. Host Chinese internet officials at Facebook. Try to bring Facebook back to China. Get rejected.
Mm-hmm.
Explore China-friendly censorship tools.
Ooh, yeah.
Gets rejected.
Mm-hmm.
Quietly test a China-only app. Get rejected. Buy an AI company with Chinese roots. Gets rejected by China again.
Just stop.
Stop. They're not
Dude.
your friend.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, boy.
No winning. No winning.
Nope. Didn't yeah, and he also married a Chinese woman, didn't he? As well.
Yeah, but that's whatever. That's
yeah, but you don't think that was part of his? Yeah, so did I. But I mean, don't you think that was part of his?
No, that's not, dude. He only had Xi Jinping's book on his desk and made his employees read it. He would never do something like that.
He only basically, he's like, hey, Xi Jinping, look, I got a Chinese wife too. Maybe now you can name my kid. I feel like that was part of his strategy. I genuinely do.
I hope he's changed. I think he has too.
Yeah.
Shout out to Zuck.
Yeah.
Because he's stopped shilling for China. Acquiring a Chinese company is not shilling.
No, that's true.
That's good. That's actually a good thing.
It was really bad. It's so desperate. It's like watching a train wreck,
I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good 180.
Like an obsessed stalker or something.
For sure. He's wearing like gold chains now and white t-shirts
really?
and stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
The Iran war is starting to expose cracks in China's economy. You guys can read that on your own.
Yeah, there's a great article. It's linked below. So
yeah, it's basically how their manufacturing-based economy is actually getting really screwed over from this war.
Yeah, people don't realize, but China needs oil to make plastic.
Mm-hmm.
One of the many things. So, all this plastic cheap stuff that you get from China, they can't make it if it costs too much.
Good point.
That's one of the many things.
True.
It's a good article. You should read it.
It is. It's really good.
And
just a reminder, join the sticker wheel and win the China Show sticker. So in the description, we're taking new names for the sticker wheel. You put your name in the document there and we'll put you on the wheel and you can win China Show stickers.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we'll be picking that up again. By the way, time for Yamcha, guys. This is our Q&A segment where we answer your questions and you question our answers. It is Friday, so it's time to loosen the tie. Bid farewell to anyone who's watching us on Monday onwards because we removed this Q&A after the weekend. So see you later. Stay awesome. But for the rest of you, let's get stuck in.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Alan says, thank God the flesh-colored water bottle is gone. Oh, no.
How is that flesh color? Look.
Bro, everyone agrees. It just looks, it's a certain flesh.
Yeah.
It's not your flesh.
Yeah.
You know
what's very uncomfortable is when you were growing up, like crayons and stuff, you had different colors, and one of them is skin color, right?
Yeah, I remember. It's like a peach.
Yeah, I grew up in Africa, right? I had a lot of African classmates.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hand me the skin color. But they would always give me the not black one. Isn't that weird? Like it's so uncomfortable. Doesn't it feel uncomfortable?
I could imagine.
It's a little uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I
never asked my black friends for the skin color crayon. I think I just wouldn't ask. You know what I mean? I just avoided that.
Yeah, but like when I actually wanted black, and then they give me this stupid pink one or whatever.
Oh, really? You said give me black, and they gave you skin color?
No, I said give me skin color because I wanted black. No, I'm just kidding.
I got you. Okay.
I just always found that very uncomfortable. I think they must have changed it by now.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
In China, though, it's called rose.
Yeah.
Which means flesh color.
It's gross, isn't
They
it?
actually call it rose.
Flesh.
Yeah, give me the flesh color one.
Mommy, I want the flesh color.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how Chinese kids talk.
Yeah, yes. Mommy, 要肉丝，给我那个肉丝，我要我 iPad.
What are they going to do with that?
I don't know. I don't know. Let's carry on.
Yes. Deb says, Happy Friday. We're stronger than we think. Keep pushing and nothing will bother you anymore.
Oh, indeed.
Straight up.
Nothing would bother me anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Cursed conversation. Yeah, good thing we moved on from that one.
Yeah, for sure.
AB says, watching you guys.
You guys brought it up with this stupid non-flesh color freaking thing. This is not flesh color.
Someone's flesh is that color. Someone's flesh.
If they're dead, bro.
Why do they gotta be alive?
Yeah, I suppose.
Watching you guys at 6 a.m. in Japan feels so weird, lol. Chippy Weesk. Cargo shorts Kami. It's so amazing. Oh, that guy. That's so amazing.
I don't have that in here yet.
I like cargo shorts Kami.
Yeah, it's pretty good. This one though.
We love to have you. Come to China.
That guy's so enthused.
Yes, I like
this. We love to have you. Come to China.
Man, he's got energy.
Too much.
Yeah. Miss Dead Shark. Been away for a long time, but I never let my membership lapse. Happy to watch you live again.
So happy to have you here. Yeah.
So sorry, OJPN, it's over. No, it's over. I don't know what that means.
Okay. Hover.
I don't know what that means.
Okay. Yeah.
Parker Muller, thank you very much. You're a big guy. Says, good to see those new sound bites. Happy Friday. Pig Bay, please.
Indeed. Let's bring it on. It is going to be right
Makes me irritate at the minute
That kind of pink color is not any color of any dead person, Winston.
You obviously haven't seen a lot of dead people then.
London Water. You can install AI into one of those robot bodies. Okay.
I mean,
they do it.
The thing is, they have ones that have AI features built in, but they still have to be controlled.
Yeah.
And those ones that you see doing those like dances and the kung fu and stuff are not AI. We've proven it. We've actually seen it. I've read the manual of RTFM. Okay. I did the RTFM protocol. And basically what you do is you have those key combinations you can press. You can download new, they'll release like a new movement pack or whatever, right? So they'll have like, now we can do a pirouette. Download it, it uploads it into the firmware, and then you press A, B, C, X, B, A, Y together, and then it does the pirouette.
Like a fighting game.
Yeah, that's it.
J. Glenn says, Detroit, born and raised here, been a fan for years. Hey, thank you so much, man. Joe Black says, good day, fellas.
Good day.
You guys need to talk to Myron Gaines. He's not a bad guy, but on his YouTube channel last Friday, I believe, had a guy totally pump lies about China. I don't think Myron know any better. I have no idea who that is.
Yeah. I'll have to take a look.
Boycott China says Robert Cop. It's like Robert Cop. Yeah. Give him a Roberts, I guess.
Yeah, okay. I'll give you a Roberts. Let me go find it.
That's a great. Love that. It tells a story of that.
It does. It's quite the story, yeah.
Starfish Hitler tells a story too, doesn't it?
Okay, it certainly does. This is the stupidest thing ever. Ever.
It really is. I love it though.
I love that it exists.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Joe, I don't love Hitler.
No, but it's Starfish Hitler.
I love that Starfish Hitler was a thing on a show.
It's a real thing, and it's just like a crab.
Yes,
with
it's
like a freaking crab with
not a starfish.
actual Nazi cap.
Yes,
and a mustache.
Yes. Makes sense, right?
Yeah, sure.
Joe says that guy didn't crash. He just parked at the wet market because China has flying cars now.
Oh yes, that's true. They do. Yeah, there's flying taxis.
Shout out to Big Luma Luma. We got to get a Luma Luma.
Yeah, we got to get it back. Sorry.
Alexander Cecil says, a little bit of change in the well. Good work.
Thank you.
Gender fluid of Hormuz.
Okay.
Hey, gents.
Yeah.
As usual, stay awesome and have a blessed weekend.
Thank you.
If Taiwan is part of China, then why is the AQI in the green when I went there? Checkmate, little pinks. # sky don't lie. China is so effing damn.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I got to find that one. And
This place is so fucking damn.
there we go.
Foria says, my aunt was caught stealing from her job as a lollipop lady. When they told me I didn't want to believe it, when they told me I didn't want to believe it, but in hindsight, all the signs were there.
Okay.
He always tells jokes.
Yeah.
What is the joke there?
I don't know. I didn't get that one.
My aunt was caught stealing from her job as a lollipop lady. Stealing from her job as a lollipop lady. When they told me,
isn't a lollipop lady like someone that holds up those signs?
Oh, see, yeah, we don't say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that like an Australian thing?
Yeah, I think it's British as well, because that makes sense. The signs were all there, so she's been stealing the signs.
Oh, and you know what? He sent euros, so he's over in British.
Yeah. That makes
slang.
now
Okay.
it makes now it makes
Sorry.
sense.
Not a bad joke, just didn't get it. Yeah.
Should say like maybe a crossing guard or something.
Well, then the joke wouldn't make sense, right?
Why? I mean, they have like stop signs or something, don't they?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, the joke sucks.
Yeah, no, I mean, like you saw like in Hong Kong where they got those random lightsaber dudes, they got like
they do.
like a little
Japan
lightsaber.
too.
Yeah,
Japan too.
Yeah, it's from British, I think.
Yeah. HHLLKKKKKK888 says 20 years life savings. What are those? You know why they call them life savings? Because when you lose it, you don't want to be here no more.
Wow, that's rough, but you're kind of true.
Yeah,
dude, 20 years. If you been paying off this mortgage for 20 years, and then you realize that it's all been for nothing,
bro,
it's the worst,
bro.
Yeah,
no,
it's not cool, dude.
No,
yeah.
Yutoshka says, I love your show. Makes my Friday 10 times better. And my Hand Machine Ghost t-shirt arrived a few days ago. My whole family likes it.
Awesome.
I need a Pig Bay.
You certainly can have one. And you know what? I like my Hand Machine Ghost t-shirt too. We got something new coming next week. Can't wait.
Makes
Kinda.
me irritate at the mention of Pig Bay.
So freaking cool.
I think this one's going to be a good.
freaking cool.
It is. Yeah. Okay, fine.
I think it's the best one.
Okay, fine. Yeah, it is.
So many food cards. So many food cards.
I forgot to ask you guys, please click the thumbs up button if you haven't already.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Clem Fandango says the DOJ charged David Morenz. Okay. They say Morenz and co-conspirator, is it Daszak, conspired during the Wuhan flu pandemic to commit crimes against the U.S. I hadn't seen that.
Yeah, I heard something about Ballsack being raked over the coals.
I wouldn't. I mean, they're guessing. I don't know if he's involved.
Hey!
He's not involved with this, though.
No, I saw his name come up.
Oh, interesting.
I actually saw his
with
name
that specific case?
Maybe not that one.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
But I
he's
heard,
involved with that dope song.
I heard that his name has come up with like some legal thing now.
Oh, okay.
So.
What, did he steal a Mary statue?
No.
Remember when we did a documentary
Yes.
about him
We made
stealing
him
a
like
Mary
walking down
statue?
That was great.
And we enhanced it on his Watsons.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, that was super fun. But yeah, maybe a good old Ballsack, Daszak's gonna have his day. You know,
Dragonella just said, "Do you know who else stole signs? And a Mary head."
Oh, there we go.
Stole the head. Didn't he behead it?
Yeah, he did. He beheaded
And he
the
put
Statue of
lipstick
Mary
on it or something?
and had it in his room because he was drunk, and he
What
was
the-
selling like boosted hi-fis or something.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Yeah.
What
We
a- what a
recreated his
story.
steps.
It's so weird, and he became like a good, like well-known scientist.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is.
Yeah.
People
Very
can
interesting.
change.
Of course they can. Well, maybe not. You could still be a good scientist and get up to shenanigans.
True.
You know.
HHLLKK says, "Happy 1st of May to my American friends. I'm not socialist. I'm just born in May." Isn't that some socialist thing? Some workers'
Yeah, May
rights
Day
thing?
is something. Yeah, China celebrates it.
Oh, that's probably a commie thing then.
Gotta
Don't crucify me. I don't know. I don't know. All right, come on.
Yeah.
Josh Stuckberry says, "My conservative friends are going hard into the West bad narrative.
Yeah,
They
makes
think
sense.
living in Australia or the U.S. is bad. They don't realize how it is in China. Please don't let people get co-opted into this. It's so dumb.
It's ridiculous. They make you think like you're living in hell, but you have no idea. If you were to go and live in China and earn a wage there and try to, integrate into society there, you'd find how bad it is and how good you had it. Like what a struggle it is. Chinese people aren't fleeing China to come to the rest of the world for no reason.
Lewis says, "I don't know about Lauren Chen, but Tim Pool and Matt Christensen were set up, invited to join a mega channel tenant for higher views and better SEO with no change in their content, and then smeared as taking Russian money." Okay.
Yeah, I think you
whatever.
could think what you want about that, but you just look into it,
Yeah.
Tenant Media.
Her husband was president of the now defunct Tenant Media.
Yeah, so she owned the company.
Because people were like, thought I was getting gaslit.
No, she owned that company.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the one that was funneling Gremlin money?
Yeah. To the other creators.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah.
2MCNA2 says, I'm not going to read that.
Okay.
HHH says, "How come the homeless don't occupy the tofu building? Because there's nowhere to do. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Are you gonna eat concrete?
The problem is they're completely unfurnished. And I mean,
there's no
there's
windows
nothing.
even.
There's no flooring. Well, some of them do have windows, but there's like nothing. There's no
running
water or
are you
anything.
gonna
Like
do
there's
with
no electricity. You just sit in a concrete shell. And if you're a homeless person, it doesn't make sense to like climb up a bunch of stairs every day to go to an empty shell somewhere.
No.
You got to be near where you can beg.
Yeah.
So you need to, or near your drug supply or whatever.
Or garbage cans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you need to be down on the ground level.
Yeah, ground level.
Yeah,
What is that, 22nd floor maybe, right?
That's exactly what I'm talking about,
Oh my days, chocolate.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it has.
I haven't had a chocolate in a while. Miss Pau Pearl says, "Great show, guys.
Thank you.
I'm IE age, and I remember Shenzhen when it was just the original urban village. Any way we can support Jimmy Lai? Please play Don't Trust China for Jimmy Lai. That's how we can.
Yes.
Don't trust China. China is asshole.
Yeah, I mean, he's a courageous man. He's a very respectable man.
Evil Corporation Killing USA says, Cyrus Jansen interview Myrong. I can't even pronounce that. Yesterday may be content worthy. Yeah, great suit, Winston. Sea
Thank
Milk has a Drew Peacock look. You know, every time somebody says I have a lookalike, it's always very offensive. You know what I mean?
Well, sometimes, I mean, it might be good. Who knows?
Never.
Let's
It's
see.
never.
Let's see.
Who is this? Who's that?
I don't know.
Who's Drew Peacock? A car guy?
Doesn't really look like you.
I don't think I look like that at all.
Yeah. Oh, well. You know, it's
Well,
not up
it is
to
what it
you.
is.
You know what they say, beauty's in
Do
the eye
I
of the
look like
beholder.
that?
Not in my eyes, but through foreign man's eyes, maybe.
Maybe through foreign man's eyes.
That's the thing you'll see through foreign man's eyes, something that the
Chinese
propaganda does in China a lot. It's very funny.
Yes.
In fact, that's where Justin's from. It's from one of those through foreigners' eyes
literally called
campaigns.
that,
Yeah. This is
You're deaf to
this is
We love to have you. Come to China.
Yeah.
If you play one of the other ones, it actually says through foreigners.
Yeah, if you look at the side, yeah,
you.
through foreign eyes.
Dude, I didn't put that
take
there.
it. You didn't take it out. Yeah. It's literally
foreign.
through foreign eyes. It's
Yes.
like their propaganda campaign.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
Luke Stewart says, "Good day on the video about people filming before they help. Reminds me how a lot of men in gyms aren't helping women in trouble because of something similar." I hadn't heard about that.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
Frank James says, "Thank you for what you do. Keep up your great work. I so long."
What?
Frank James, that was very, very generous. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. That's all I heard.
That's me too. That's what reminded me.
Thank you.
Matt777 talks says, "I wish China would leave Christianity over there alone. It's truly sad and disgrace what they're doing over there." I have a challenge for everyone out there. Remember we covered that church?
Yes.
And it looked like they were about to destroy it, but we didn't follow up on it. Find out if if the real ones will know what we're talking about.
Sure.
Find out if they destroy the church. We got to know.
Yeah,
It was like a good story.
it was.
Sad story, but HHH says, because all the mosques get the attention because they destroy all the mosques. They destroy churches too.
Of course
the
they do.
war on Christianity in China, which is ironic because they're trying to court the Christian right now.
Yeah.
Good luck. Good luck celebrating Christianity. The fact that the EU is involving the CCP in these green and net zero talks just proves that it's all BS propaganda. It's laughable.
It really is. It is.
You choose a soundbite.
Okay. What's this?
Is that me gold?
Wow.
What the hell are
Deep
you?
cut.
Yeah.
I'm a leprechaun, Minty.
Yes.
That's long.
It's a long one, yeah.
Mando Perez says, "Could you explain Macau's two-system relationship with mainland China? I do know by web search that around 78.53% of Macau's population speaks Cantonese. 1990. So before 1999, Macau was part of Portugal. It was a Portuguese territory. It was completely cut off from China." And it's also a gambling hub, right? A lot of
Yes,
casinos.
because gambling is illegal in China,
Yes.
so all the Chinese gamblers would go.
They would come
there.
over.
Yeah.
Then in 1999, it was handed back to mainland China and it is fully integrated into China now. So when you say two systems, the only thing you're talking about is you can go on the internet and you don't have to use a VPN to get on YouTube.
And gambling.
And gambling.
They've still
But
kept the gambling.
the secret police are there. The military will come in if they have to. They'll snatch you and send you to Beijing. This is not. It's not at all like sovereign at this point. Wonderful place. I spent a lot of time there. The Norman Fair.
Very small.
Yeah, but it's a really once you get to know if you just show up there, you're not gonna have a great time. But if you know someone that lives there and can show you all the nooks and crannies, because my wife lived there for like 7 years.
Oh no, it's a great little place,
awesome.
but it's a lot smaller than I thought.
Yeah,
It's like, you can walk around it in a day type thing.
yeah. Well, if you go to the other islands and stuff,
Yeah,
it becomes more interesting. But yeah, the Norman Fair says someone should tell Zuckerberg that maybe she's just not that into you.
That's great.
Norman, you always have some good jokes.
Dude.
That was a good one.
That
I'm
could be
stealing
that could be like a movie poster, and it's got a Mark Zuckerberg,
he's like
with
scorned.
flowers or something, and then Xi Jinping's like, no, it's like she's just not that into you.
Someone on their subreddit's
Please,
absolutely gonna make that.
Somebody's got to do it.
Joe McDermott says the CCP heavy-handedness made people overlooked that Manus was like a 1 month project for a small dev team and did nothing special. The real scandal is that the inexplicable 2B Chinese vaporware acquisition even occurred. Interesting. Doc Saltington said, "Great show tonight.
Thank you.
Might I humbly demand everyone have a good weekend, and let's start this off with some flailing Roberts."
Yes, let's do it.
Crap. Snapped.
Oh, we got such a good topic for next week. We can't wait.
On Shaban?
No, for
yeah.
No, I'm not going to give it away. I'm just, yeah.
Let's just say we did some real good work.
It's a lot of research. Yeah. Uncovered something pretty big.
Yeah, you guys will like it.
Yeah.
World Eater 359 says, I sleep on my back because it's good for my spine. And coffin rehearsal. Oh, he knows. EA was there for the stream. Coffin wrestling.
Yes.
Coffin wrestling.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
Hunter 1845. That water bottle needs a Pig Bay sticker.
Yeah, listen, I told you, my wife, for some reason, got me the exact same water bottle, but in like this weird lavender.
You got to get rid of the dick bottle.
It's lavender.
Bro,
okay?
everyone is uncomfortable by it, but it's become a joke.
Yeah, exactly. But, my other one's still around. It's just like when, for some reason, she has to take a day to wash it or something.
We talked about this. What is this conspiracy?
I don't know.
Why does it need a day to wash?
She just buys water. Come on, tell me your wife doesn't buy water bottles.
She buys so many water bottles.
It's so dumb.
And it's cool. I have a rule in my house. We don't buy Chinese products. Anything made in China, we can't buy.
Yeah, this is like Stanley.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So I'm like, that rule will prevent her from buying so many different water bottles. Nope. There's plenty of made in America and made in Japan water bottles.
Yeah.
I think I have 20 water bottles, and I don't get the fascination.
There's at least like 6 or 7 to my name, like in the stop, running around in my house, and I don't know how many my wife has, but it's just like, why? It's so unnecessary.
Sure.
Dude.
Not an operator says, it's been a long week. Always cheers me up to mix it up in the chat and hang out with the China Show boys.
Glad you're here.
Can I get an angry train guy, please?
Of course you can.
You're a big guy. It's a jolly show, fellas. Have a great weekend.
You too.
Please bring back Pig Bay merch. It's weird. A lot of Pig Bay merch. You guys didn't clamor for it when it was available. Why do you want it now?
Yeah.
I'm honored.
Yeah.
It's a great shirt.
By the way, just wait till next week.
Oh, boy.
Next week we can drop in something special. Yeah.
It is good.
Yeah.
Cat calling our own merch. It's that good.
That's what you got to do.
Robert Sanquist. Great show as always. Pig Bay.
Indeed. Where is that? It's over there.
Makes me irritate at the munition of Pig Bay.
Yes. What if
someone buy me a charge?
You don't need it. We just embrace the pig, dude. Embrace the pig.
I'm starting to get Stockholm syndrome about the pig.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm Chinese. Why? Why?
No idea.
Out of context.
Yeah, completely. But you know what?
Bread is so bad.
It is. You know what? And it is. In China, bread is so bad.
Bread is
Chinese
so
bread's
bad.
very bad. So she's right.
What did she want? Chili noodles?
I want chili fried pork, stinky tofu, and changsha.
No child ever wants chili fried anything.
Chili fried pork and stinky tofu. And
yes,
fried dough sticks and pudding.
Yes. Oh, well.
If China actually falls, who's going to make the world's medicine clothes and electronics? I think they'll be fine. Daniel, I disagree. I think anyone has the potential to make those. It's just that China was the cheapest place to do it, and it's not anymore.
No.
So, yeah, I don't think they'll be fine, my friend.
Yeah, whatever happened to like people just knitting or whatever?
Just knit your own clothes.
Dude,
are you dumb?
My grandma had this. She used to knit, but then she got this massive machine that took floppy disks.
My grandma had that one,
and she like made a Bart Simpson.
That's sick.
Like jumper or whatever, like, and it's this thing you had to like look like a big credit card machine or something, like this.
Yeah, my grandma had one of those floppy disk ones. I think it was IBM or something.
Yeah, it's crazy.
At least the disk drive, and she never made me anything.
Yeah.
She did make a dog hair pillow. I told you.
Yes.
When her dog died, she stuffed all the hair into a pillow, and she slept with it.
That's so bad. Oh, dude, did she shave the dog or?
I think it was all the hair that fell out. You know what I mean?
Oh, so she
it
went
wasn't
around
like off the dead body. Yeah, she just went around. Yeah,
went around.
The tufts of fur.
Like take a dog roller or something. They like peel it.
It was a rough collie.
Oh, dude,
great dog. Very beautiful dog.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Her name is Tippy. She bit me.
Okay. All right.
Lion in winter. I hope you and your family's doing well.
Thank you.
This is definitely what you want, I assure.
Oh, yeah. Let's. It is. I gotta find.
This is definitely what you want, I assure.
It was. It like went in and out.
Oh, yeah.
John Thomas says, I need the whole video of Pig Bay. And we're going to do that next time there's a big Cuba thing. We got so close to a Cuba episode, and then China stopped talking about it.
Yeah.
Next time China's on Cuba, we're going to definitely...
They were pushing, because, after they lost Venezuela and then Iran, they were like, we're sending aid to Cuba. All of a sudden, they're like, we got like our last stronghold. We better make sure.
Yeah, last one of the last combinations.
Yeah, exactly.
Hontus Farmer, been a minute. Any signs from China that they're rethinking the preparation to invade Taiwan? They're prepping for one kind of war that's obsolete now. Yes, Hontus Farmer. I'll tell you what, it's looking like it's probably shelved for the time being.
Just for now.
Just for now. Emily McKnight says, thanks, gents. I love Roberts and automated delivery bot blooper clips, but where can I find the Sork of imagination?
Yeah, where?
Where I can find the Sork of imagination? Where?
You know where?
My source is that I made it the f up.
There we go.
Haunter says, does Mason roam the unfurnished floors? Yes, he does.
He certainly does. Yep.
Michael Turner. Thanks for all the super chats today, guys. This is very generous, you
very,
guys.
very cool. Thanks.
I thought it was a bad turnout, but it looks like we got a lot. Michael Turner says, congrats on making it to episode 313 from the Charter Township of Redford. Shout out to Redford. Shout out to Detroit. Shout out to Motor City. Shout out to the Midwest.
For sure.
Great people.
Yeah.
Detroit Lions. I like the Detroit Lions as well, the NFL team.
2 of my TriCasters come from Detroit.
That's cool.
Yeah, just randomly. Was it Algonquin and some other school, Dakota?
Nice
schools.
Shout out to Algonquin and Dakota schools.
Yeah, the high schools.
Oh, because you bought them from the school. They had like
well,
all their
I bought it from some random
AV
scrapper, and they you know,
it was from their AV
some
department.
Jawas, and they just managed, you know. What I mean? And then it's like, and then when I like looked at the hard drives, it's got all those like high school. Whatever.
Yeah, it's like come to the winter dance.
Yeah, come to prom or whatever. And it's like, it's kind of
digital
fun.
archaeology.
Yeah, super fun. Yeah.
Mythical Nomad, thank you so much. That's very, very generous of you.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, I slipped again. I need to get non-slip shoes. Effing damn.
Yes. Where is that?
I'm glad you
so
slipped.
fucking damn.
I'm very glad you slipped.
Yep.
Gabriel Gilliam, he always slips and gives us $100. It's crazy.
Amazing.
It just must fly out of his pocket.
You're awesome, dude. Thanks.
Gabriel Gilliam says, shout out from Detroit. I've been watching since the beginning. You guys are great. Keep up the great work. Transformers.
Oh, yeah. You mean...
Most people in Detroit are definitely chill.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely China show fans. They would be.
Yeah.
Most of them.
For sure.
Most.
Why? Yeah, most. Some of them are just jealous.
Yeah. I think one doesn't like it.
Yeah, just only one.
Matt Kelly says, you don't want to be like Drew Peacock. He's not a stand-up guy.
Okay.
I don't know who Drew Peacock is.
I mean, with a name like that.
But maybe I was looking at the wrong person because he certainly doesn't. We don't look the same. And I don't mean he's ugly.
Well, yeah,
I mean, we don't look the same.
No, you don't look like him. Yeah.
Demo Freak says, get your knees back in the breeze and do some videos on the bikes. Like back
yes, get your knees in the breeze, brother.
P.S. You guys rock.
Thank you.
World Eater says, I get people saying I look like Jackie Chan or Bruce Lee or Jet Li all the time. Okay. I tell them in a past life they used to call me Charlie. I'm sorry, Eon. I don't think you look like any of those people. Yeah. You're a handsome guy. Not to say those guys were not handsome. Actually, I don't think Jackie Chan's very handsome.
No, he's a weird looking.
Jet Li's probably kind of handsome.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
What was the other one? Bruce Lee? Yeah, Bruce Lee. Yeah, he was good looking for his time.
S. Runny says, can I get a follow? You'll follow me, okay?
Yeah, of course you can. I just gotta find it. If I can, there it is.
You'll follow me, okay?
It's kind of right next to, that was right next
Come
to
and
this
lick
one.
my white neck.
I'm just seeing
what
people in the chat saying peacock, like, and they're saying
droop.
it's a trick.
Droop.
Yeah, it's like a drip.
Droopy cock.
Oh no, it's Drew Peacock. I googled it and I was like, "Who's this guy?" Because there's this like a car YouTuber named Drew Peacock.
Yeah.
They got me twice.
They got you, dude.
Yes, I'm just as excited.
Drew Peacock.
Yeah,
it's damn, and I googled it. I googled Drew. Poor car YouTuber with a Supra.
Yeah.
He's called Drew Peacock.
Oh well, that's life, dude.
Oh goodness gracious, that's a good one. You got me, guys. Alan J. Mackey says you're welcome.
Did I ever tell you about the peacocks that used to really annoy the crap out of me?
Yeah, but I'm worried if you tell the story, people are going to think it's too mean.
Why?
I think it's resourceful.
Yeah.
You used to get him drunk.
Well, no, they used to. There's this eccentric dude up the road, and he had the peacocks, and I used to live in a small
peacocks.
holding, so I'm like live out in the middle of like bush farmland, and they used to escape and come sit on the roof, and they make that annoying noise. They're like, that kind of thing.
The golf course I used to play at.
But like at midnight or whatever, right? So I called him up. Your peacocks are here, and he's like, "Oh, just
who Drew?"
It's like just soak some raisins in some brandy. Yeah. Soak raisins in brandy and throw them up there, and then they'll eat them and then be quiet. So we did that, and it worked.
Oh, they just became quiet.
Yeah, they become drunk.
Yeah. No shit.
Soak in some raisins in brandy, and you throw the raisins up there for them. Just like alcoholic raisins.
Maybe, Lewis. Yeah. Daniel Mon says, so you're saying the world's slave capital is requesting a wage raise that would give Africa a chance to shine.
Oh, okay.
What? Craigith says, will you two ever engage in a rap battle?
No.
Never. No. Never.
I don't have any experience. You do, though. You used to do it. You used to do it. I saw it.
I'm never going to partake.
Yeah, I saw it. I think I may have filmed it.
Yeah, whatever. Bella Seda says, Pig Bay charge. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, okay. So you got one.
And it's a good way to end.
I suppose.
I want you guys to be there on Monday if you have the means, join Patreon, because
that'd be awesome.
We are covering a very special topic that you guys voted on.
Mm-hmm. Which one is it
I can pull up the winner because we have to release the winner today.
Yeah, we're going to tell everybody what it's going to be.
It was neck and neck, I believe, with 2 topics. And the next topic is when China tries to be creative. Which is, think about coffee shops. Think about hipster culture. Think about vinyl shops. Think about all the things that make artsy stuff. This whole vibe. China is like a weird intranet of itself. So it hears about these things, then it does its own version of these things, and it's completely different. And oftentimes very off.
Next minute you got like a cat poop matcha or something.
Yes. Or the biggest phenomenon will take off in a city in the middle of the desert, and everyone's pop and locking.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like everyone.
It's super fun.
And you're like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Everyone's like doing cones on roller skates.
Yeah.
It's like, weird stuff takes off.
But it's a very fun and interesting look into kind of like China's own brand of like hipster culture and weird stuff.
It is.
We're looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining us today. Genuinely, it's so good to have you here as part of this important conversation. Hope you learned something.
We'd love to have you.
Okay, bye.
We love to have you. Come to China.
Yeah.
We love to have you. Come to China.
That's never going to get
old. So many food cards. So many food cards.
Yeah.
Scott Bain says, I wore my Pig Bay shirt in Cuba. They didn't get the humor, but they thought it was nice.
Oh, yeah, it's nice. Awesome. It's got a very like tropical Hawaiian theme, you know.
It does.
Yeah, so thank you once again. Have a fantastic weekend, guys, and stay awesome. And I won't cut myself off this time. Let's do it.